let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser of nobody.
Yes, you are. You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Nah, homie, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
Suck dick.
Yeah, you do.
So fix
You doing
that.
it right now.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit, homie.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well, I tell you.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was tinkering with a lot of things in the behind the scenes. I apologize for that. Now we're on. Had to start it off pretty much in context with everything. And yes, this is the biggest buzz in the nation on the podcast, YouTube world and stuff. Anton Daniels versus Corey Holcomb. And I'm going to give an individual perspective of it. How you guys doing? My name is Daris D. McKinney. I'm your host. This is Individual Perspective Podcast. Individual Perspective Podcast, okay? Please hit the like, subscribe, and follow, okay? In addition to that, please, look, I'm building my panel. So if you guys don't mind, click on the link, individual perspective podcast at gmail.com, individual perspective podcast at gmail.com. Give me your email so I could just send you a link and then we could just, build our panel and everything like that. I would love for people to join me today while we're doing this, but I guess, I'm flying solo on this one. But I'm gonna build it up. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna build it up. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to build it. I'm not ashamed to build it from nothing to something. Okay. So how you guys doing? Yeah. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into the psychosis of it. We're gonna get into the perspective of it. We're gonna pay attention to it. A lot of people doing a lot of reaction videos on it and everything, but a lot of people are so biased and subjective to what they're hearing and how they're they're interacting with each other, and you don't really get the full context of it. So we're going to go, I don't know if we're going to be able to do Corey Holcomb and Anton, because he did his own review on his channel and all that stuff like that. But I do want to take it. I think you got to put those together in order to get the full context of everything. So I'm going to walk you through it. If we go along, we go along. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to, because I think he left the show. Anton walked out the show or something. So we gotta check it out. Look, let's just roll through it, okay, guys? So look, one of the most important things I want us to kind of talk to each other about is these guys are very successful. When I dig it, because, you know, obviously I'm doing a deep dive on Corey Holcomb. I know Anton Daniels, but Corey Holcomb, you know, he's a pretty big name. He's a huge name, but I haven't really sat down and watched his stuff or anything. I kind of knew him by far and his mention of his show and everything. But when I did a deep dive of it, man, he goes back to like 2014, like real, like, I mean, the same podcast and in mingling with the same people, like the lady that he has on there, Darlene. So for her, they go back doing the podcast, and he's been doing it ever since. So you can't really say that he's a newcomer. You can't really say that he's not about his message. He's been doing it hardcore, faithfully forever. And I'm gonna walk you through some of that, but we're gonna dig into this conversation, because even when Anton was talking, because when I seen it in clips and stuff, Anton was talking to him about what did he say about him, like him talking about women and him bringing a lot of drama and woofing to women and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is he talking about and everything like that? But whatever kind of battle and that he's doing with women or man, he's been doing it for like 12, 13 years. You know what I'm saying? Probably more than that, because he's a comedian. He's probably been doing this on stage. So in the thing of that, because you may not like his hardcore approach to women and stuff, I'm a fond believer that, you know, it's so bad. The gender war is so bad, and I don't think you can change it. I don't think we can recover from it. I don't think we can heal from it. I think we're down the rabbit hole. You got to have 2 to 3 generations die off in order to find some kind of replenishing of relationships. But excuse me, long day. But I was like seeing, like, man, dude, like whatever he's kind of doing. No matter how, I think the harshness of masculinity has to be presented to the forefront, because we subverted ourselves for the last 50, 60 years so bad that even women are discussed by men. Think that they call us sassy and all this crazy stuff like that, and just saying that we're not masculine and all this. Just the naturality of it. And the funny part about it is women wanted like their autonomy over themselves, and they wanted the freedom of choice and all that stuff, and empowerment of women and everything like that. And then you find out that they now, fast forward 40 years, 50 years, they hate us for it. That we didn't have we wasn't masculine enough to dominate them, that they didn't get what they wanted. Because you got to understand, men gave women their freedom. Without the men vote, without the men putting it into legislation, without men campaigning it, you would not have it for women to be voting or like in the workforce and all the other stuff. So men have destroyed men. That's what happened. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, me growing up, and, you know, I'm looking at it like, okay, cool. You know, my mother's a strong woman and stuff, and is, if she didn't have the backbone and strength that she had, I don't know what would have happened to all of us. You know what I mean? And you're kind of seeing it, but you're looking at it it may be an anomaly. I always say I hate talking about the anomalies. It's irrelevant to communicate about like some of the great women in the world. What is the majority? The majority is terrible. This is not working out. Okay, it is not working out. And by the time they feel like, you know what, let me partner with somebody and try to get something sensible going on, they're in like their 40s and their 50s and stuff like that. And it's like, wow, you know, did you really plot your life the way that you really wanted to? You know what I mean? And that situation has put both men are saying like, well, why would I have to court you in your used goods? You know what I mean? And then women are saying, well, you don't got enough money, or you don't have the clout or power enough to provide and protect. So why should I respect you? And now you got both sexes are clashing on a day-to-day basis in more passive aggressive and very confrontational ways about the divide. But that divide is because the feminist movement and men subverting themselves to be able to coexist in the workforce and productivity with women. They have made a society that we really haven't lived like this. Humans haven't lived like this, but only maybe like 60, 70 years. For the majority of the 2,000 to 3,000 years, men has been the actual engine to productivity and work in the workforce. Men have been. And for the like the 1950s, 1960s, men had to actually cut half of their ability to earn. They had to cut half of that away in order to bring in a whole new workforce that ended up becoming 60% of the workforce. It's wild stuff, ain't it? You know what I mean? So when you look at it like that, that's the situation that's going on here. So I don't want to go too much into that, but I seen that how Anton kind of respond to Corey Holcomb's personality. He was really going into this thought process of how he treats women, and I don't know how it is. We're gonna do a deep dive together because I haven't really watched a lot of clips and stuff like that. I overheard a couple things on like little threads or something if I'm swiping or something like that, but I don't really know in totality what overbearing is that Corey Holcomb is having for women. So we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna get into this conversation where I want to start it from the beginning, you know, and put it in context. You get what I'm saying? You always got to have context, okay? So let's get started, y'all.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Corey Holcomb on the Harlem Night side of the game. You dig what I'm saying? January 18th, Out the Blues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen this musical / comedy show, but I got something different for y'all. Come check me out, House of Blues, January 18th, Las Vegas, Nevada. If you can't afford a room, go to Whiskey Beach, bitch!
Gets an advertisement of it. Okay. He's pretty busy. Doing a lot. I'm just gonna let him play because you know, we're playing his thread, so let his advertising go, and you guys can stop and give some play to him. I'll put the links to him at the bottom. I put his links to the bottom.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Corey Holcomb on the Harlem Night side of the game. You dig what I'm saying? January 18th, Out the Blues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen this musical / comedy show, but I got something different for y'all. Come check me out, House of Blues, January 18th, Las Vegas, Nevada. If you can't afford a room, go to Whiskey Beach, bitch!
All right, right, crew, we are going to bust some common weight loss myths.
Sorry about the crazy commercials.
Cut all carbs. Weight loss shot.
What? And no, I am not gonna pay for YouTube Prime. You know how many subscriptions I'm paying for? I'm not doing it.
5150 music. Music. 5150 music. We're gonna work the brain, although it may be strange. 5150 beats and say music.
Okay, come on. What's going on with this? Is that his song?
Are you ready? You waited all week for this. Yes, you did. Best damn show on the internet. 5150 about to clown. It's the best show on the internet. Even though haters stick around, it's going down, 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 down. Hey, what city we in this week? Hey, brother, where Martin Luther King Boulevard at? I'm looking for the girls in poverty that need me. Best damn show on the internet. Hey, this lady with the blue hair. You trying to get this 200 to do a little something? Girl, you know you need these blessings. Best show on the internet. Trina. You what you do, baby. Drop me off, I gotta go. Everybody, let's start the show.
Look, this is my first time watching this, so this is very hilarious. This is funny. It's funny.
True.
5150 in the house.
He
Is this
eating.
the first or the second show of the year?
Second.
Second show of the year, we jumping it all. Y'all already know what's up. I'm Corey Holcomb, eating these cherry sours I shouldn't be eating. This is Darlene or OG Ortiz, for people who don't know.
Thank you for that. Oh my God, not the full thing.
I was on time. I'm gonna just say that.
Hey,
Yes,
we
it is.
expected it. I already knew. That's why I got here almost on time.
I was on time.
My man, you dig what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know. We said he was coming. Anton in the house. Hey man, let me tell you something. I'm so glad you here because people need to see a clash like this. Not a clash
agree.
within something bad. Just people who got something to say, like what you say and what I say. I think it's gonna be interesting.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, we had a great conversation too. We had time before you got here, so we had a great
I
conversation.
buttered it up, so
You don't need
That's
to
what's
butter.
up.
I made
you don't
sure
need to
that
butter
I
me
made
up.
sure that she felt good about this.
Yeah, you don't need to butter.
We still trying to get Shannon Sharp on here, so Darlene can have something to do after the show that she'll be proud of.
Oh, brother.
And it seems like, from what I'm getting, is they had a contentious, like, phone call before doing the actual show, where they had a major divide, even just in ideological, just in like, just being two guys having a conversation. That didn't even go really good. You know what I mean? It seemed like there was some major, like, holding the ground. I'm this, I'm like this, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be like who I am. I don't want to change who I am for who you are. And if you feel threatened by who I am, or if you feel triggered by who I am, then that's just gonna happen. I'm not changing who I am. They had that kind of interaction, and they still went forward to the show, and it don't seem like. It seemed like whatever was going on that phone call was a pretty blunt and logical what is going to happen in real life when we come together. It's unavoidable because I don't like nothing about you or something. I can't really say it. I got to see if Anton had a conversation about exactly what was on the phone call, and I think he did, because I think he did a lot of interviews after this show. So we're going to try to figure it out.
Too old. That man don't want this.
Well, I know
Your
that.
chat think they tough. I noticed
They
that.
think they tough?
They think they tough.
Yeah. They be out there.
They not that tough.
Uh-oh.
We seen.
You charging them up.
We seen.
Uh-oh, here we
We
go.
seen
Yeah.
worse. You know, I don't pay attention to niggas that don't got no profile picture.
You know, I always
I
hate
promise to God,
motherfuckers talk,
bro.
And they scared to step forward.
I don't pay attention. I think them type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you open it up and it's like, oh, no post, no nothing. It's like,
Somebody
oh,
said-
okay.
We don't take that serious.
Exactly. Keyboard cowards is what I call them.
Somebody said, what Craig had, he on time out. Craig had a show, folks.
That's right.
Craig going out here doing his thing.
Papa Craig.
But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say. I know we ain't gonna be able to get to it all, but
We gonna try.
there's so much to say. I gotta ask you this, just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you feel? Because we ain't gonna do all politics, because that ain't what the show
We
about.
gotta get there though.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons?
I
I'm
think
talking
that's a
about
part
this
of the
nation,
game.
the U.S.
That's the part of the game.
When you say the part of the game, I don't understand. Do you think?
Everybody done been conquered. Slavery didn't exist way before we ever came in here. So I don't see what the problem is.
Well, I tell you like this.
I think that's the question, because they talking about Venezuela, and we're going to get to the Venezuela. I was supposed to do it on this episode, but I decided, like, no, we're going to go straight into this. You guys have to look. America has been really dumb about protecting the citizens. Really, really bad. Really bad about 40, 50 years. Really bad. Like, I can't even explain to Americans, excuse me, how bad you didn't know how bad it was. And what I mean by that is, he's saying, like, what do you think about our country jacking other countries for their resources and stuff like that? And technically, we the ones who went and built the oil rigs and the oil's extraction situations in Venezuela to make Venezuela successful and wealthy and stuff. And then we took our eyes and our hands off of it so much that they let the government become very corrupt and crazy and stuff. And they're like Saudi Arabia, really like Saudi Arabia. They're powerful and rich, but they had people eating out of garbage, and it was bad. And they got resources there, but the situation is so corrupt that they just can't. It wasn't stable. But besides that, you got to understand, before Trump, because I know everybody hates Trump, and I get it, I understand it, to what you guys hate about him, and because he is. I always said one thing about President Obama is he showed American people that they hate America. Like, they probably didn't know that they hate America, but Obama kind of showed Americans that they hate America. And that's the reason why people don't like Trump, because he's so American. He's the triple cheeseburger, Escalades, mansions, yachts, personality and culture. But that is our culture. That is American culture. We are the Moore society. We are the overabundance society. And that's just our culture. We like triple cheeseburger. We like 8-ounce steak. You get what I'm saying? We don't want a 5-ounce. We want 8-ounce. You know what I mean? We like Escalades. We like yachts. We like mansions. You know, two bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms. And we overdo it. Our whole personality, everything about American and being an American is the overindulgence. That's our personality. That's our culture. And Obama came in and really chastised the citizens about its overabundance. And then Obama left office and became $500 million richer. And he got the abundance. He got water property, ocean properties, mansions all over the country, doing Netflix deal, getting like $100-200 million deals and stuff. You know, like I always told people, don't worry about Obama. Obama don't need you to have no sympathy for him. He don't need you to tout his name. He gonna die with $500 million in the bank. What about you? So I kept saying that. I was saying that for like 10, 15 years now. You get what I'm saying? And so the problem with it is that we decided to give all that away. So we allow like Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan. She allowed Ford, Chrysler, and GM start building all their factories. They were actually down to about 80% of all their manufacturing was going to be done in Canada and Mexico. They built a state-of-the-art automotive city down there. It was like an automotive factory city in Mexico. And Ford was moving there, GM, they all was gone. And whatever we had left here, it was about to get shut the fuck down. And excuse my language, but y'all so ignorant. I feel my anger. And so all the manufacturing, all the whack ass automotive unions and stuff like that, and the dumbass employees, just like the fucking idiot that Trump, he took a tour of the Ford plant and he was yelling some Epstein bullshit. And I gotta break that stuff down to y'all because y'all just don't know the truth. Y'all don't know the truth. You hear people talk about this stuff on Fox News and CNN and MSNBC. They all garbage because you could have a Republican and a Democrat, a conservative and a liberal bicker at each other. But if you're going to allow them to give their opinions, then that means the actual anchor has to interject and end the segment what is the truth, because people are not coming home at 6 o'clock and listening and watching 11 o'clock news to hear two people have their own perception or perspective of what was going on. They want to know, is it the truth? What's the truth? What happened today? What was communicated? What was in the speech? What was in the document? And that's what the anchor is supposed to do it, but they don't do it. They give their own biases. So now you got three people giving their bias opinion on it instead of just being factual to what was communicated, what's really going on. So that's what individual perspective is. That's what I try to do, and I'm gonna try to do as much as I can. I hope you guys help and support me to do this because I need your help. I'm a startup. I'm doing this on my own. So hit the like, hit the follow, subscribe, use that link, join my panel so we can have conversations and I can kind of get you guys to join in with me doing this, okay? And you can just individual perspective podcast at gmail.com is in the link. And also if you guys want to contribute, there's Cash Apps and PayPals and all that stuff like that. But anyway, now if you understand, I'm just showing you the automotive industry, how much we literally was like 80% of our manufacturing was gonna be gone effective of 2025 if Trump didn't become president. They were just leaving. We was the last of our manufacturing. We don't even make rugs here, and we used to make rugs. All our metal stuff, like even our tanks, we're outsourcing that to other countries. We're not even building our own military weapons. You get what I'm saying? That stuff started because of 2016. And Trump made all that stuff, them start doing a lot of manufacturing back in America. So it's just it's a lot. So we outsource and we pillaged our own country of manufacturing and actually creating. It's so bad that we sold our farms. We start selling our farms to China and other countries. Other countries buying up our farms. So our meat, they were buying it. So we don't technically. We were starting to not technically own our own meat farm. You get what I'm saying? Where it will be ran and operated by China and outsourcing our meat. And if we get into some situation with them, they own it and we gotta do an embargo on something it's crazy. They were buying our houses, our condos. India just sent over millions and millions of people, sent them over here with a couple 100,000, 500,000, 800,000. They bought up thousands of property in Michigan alone, and they did it all through the country. So they always say, oh, well, it's not that we need to build new homes. We got a million property, 1.1 million properties out there available. All that got ate up by China and India. They sent people over here and bought it up. So a lot of illegal immigrants, if they were able to get in, they contact somebody back home and they get money to purchase stuff to be cash flushed here. And we don't even own our houses no more. It's crazy. And the black people, they just the happy wanderers. And they, what's going on? What's going on? They fighting and destroying each other so much that everything your ancestors died for, you just gave it away to illegal immigrants from South America, India, and China. You just gave it away over the last 30, 40 years. You just gave it up. Not even for you let the Black Caucus do this to you. So this is ridiculous. So what he's talking about is he been watching too much TV. He don't got no substance to what he's saying.
I cannot respect men who are claim jackers. Like I don't.
What? Give me an example.
Like the United States.
No, give me an example, like a real life thing. Like, what did they take?
The United States.
Like taking this country?
Not just taking this country. How do you think you got here?
To translate.
Yeah, he's a silly guy. Everybody's so crazy, you know. Like the black people, you're not special, okay? The slaves of black Americans or black African slaves, you're not special. It's thousands, tens of millions of people that got destroyed, murdered, killed, enslaved thousands of years before you got here. You are not special. We give blessings and thanks to our ancestors for the pain and the life that they endured. Because at the least we need to respect them for what they went through. But the power of Black Americans is insane. We don't use it, but it is insane. And our ancestors would have wished that they would have been part of this society. So I'll let them keep going. I'm sure Anton's about to cook them.
Right.
You smart man.
Right. I studied it. I know all about it.
So it's very hard to be respectful of what is here when me, for example, as an African-American male, I know how I got here. I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were robbed. They what?
They were sold by Africans.
You saying all the people were sold by Africans?
What you think, white people came over there and got us?
Yes.
No, they were sold.
Wow,
They just capitalized off of it better than the Africans did.
Okay, so you're saying that all of the black people...
Like, how do you not know that? How do you not know that, though? there's like I understand the slave situation and being angry at American and white and colonialists and stuff like that, and European colonialists and everything like that. But you gotta know that tribes in Africa went on to other tribes, grabbed them up, brought them to the shorelines, and put them into slavery for weapons and clothing and money. That's common sense, known thing. That's historical facts. It's not from white people. It's communicated from blacks. Everybody know it. Africans know it. We all know the truth of that. For him to sit here and act like he didn't even know that, and Corey is almost 50 years old. It's like, dude, what are you doing? How do you not know that? And it's okay if people don't know it, but how do you not know it? And you're like the Afrocentric people. All this black historical rights and enslavement and black pride bullshit, and you don't even know that you were sold into slavery by Africans. Like, I don't know. Maybe they scrub stuff that I grew up learning. I don't know. I was part of a place in Detroit, and it was right next to the Reffer High School, and it was called the African Museum, and it was not the one that's downtown. It was a really architecturally and like they did collections and stuff like that. I can't remember. Oh man, I gotta try to remember his name too. But it was and they had it all there. I think they got it in the Charles Wright Museum, African American Museum downtown in Detroit too. I think they communicates this in downtown too. So I'm just like, but this is well known. I don't know. Like, I gotta go watch Roots. I gotta go watch Shaka Zulu. I gotta go watch some of the old movies to see if they scrubbed that, if they didn't put it in there or that it was in there. Because I'm thinking it was. Thinking it was in Amistad, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look this stuff up. I haven't watched that stuff in so long, so I'll check it out. But he seems dumb about it, giggling and laughing.
Were brought here were sold by Africans.
Correct.
So the white people were just doing transactions over there.
Absolutely.
It was capitalism. See, the thing about white people,
Look at him.
You think that,
like, well, why did you? That's not funny. See, he's not even thinking, what if he's right? And I just didn't know that, or I just didn't study up on that. He's laughing like he doesn't know that is true. Wow, stuff, man.
racism is inherently in them. Racism is inherently in all of us. Black people is some of the most racist people I've ever seen in my entire life. We don't even like each other.
So can I ask you a question?
No, hold on. Let's stay there.
Okay.
We don't even like each other. And so black people participate. Some of the first slavers in the United States of America was black people. That's the truth. So what I'm trying to understand is,
was slavery in the United States before?
Slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world.
Walmart.
How you not know this stuff, dude? You get what I'm saying? Like, dude, you too old not to know this. That's what it's supposed to be.
That's a fact. Now, the thing that's...
Was slavery in the United States before?
Slavery existed thousands of years before we got here.
Okay.
Slavery was on every single continent in this world. That's a fact. Now, the thing that's a problem with it is that, then this is the problem that I have. What you niggas want?
What do you mean when you say what you need?
What do y'all want? Like, because y'all complaining about it over and over again, and I'm trying to understand, what is it that y'all looking for? What is going to help y'all?
A whole thing that has happened.
Because I'm solutions oriented. And I'm tired of niggas that ain't never been through shit complaining about shit that they ain't never been through.
If you black in the United States, you've been through some shit.
But I'm tired of niggas complaining about shit that they have never been through. You've been through some shit, but you ain't been through that.
I don't understand. What are you saying? Like,
because most of the niggas that's complaining.
Well, I don't understand. You ain't been through no slavery. You ain't been through what my grandma, my granddad been through. You ain't none of it. Corey Holcomb, all these black Afrocentric, these light-skinned, crazy. The funny part about it is you always see like the light-skinned people are the most Afrocentric, black power type of people in the world. I don't get it. It's something, they know what it is. Let's stop lying. It's I guess because they're light-skinned, they kind of feel like they gotta be more, I'm black. We know you black. What are you doing? Just live your life. Have a great life. Use the power and opportunity slaves and your ancestors and your grandparents gave to you. What are you doing? What are you doing? How much time? We're talking like we're in the 50s. And we don't got none of the drama. None. George Floyd, Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, that stuff is at favorite moment is maybe 10% of racism that we'll ever see on a day-to-day basis, a month-to-month basis, a year-to-year basis for the last 40, 50, 60 years. It's about 10%. Through all the years that we live in, the 80s, the 90s, 2000, 2010, 2025, trust me, that stuff is minimum, extreme minimum. That ain't no drama. That ain't no racism. Your grandparents, it was fear that they go to the grocery store and the racist white person may be so pissed that they hang them, that they lynch them, that they beat them, that they put them in jail. You had a chance that you were not gonna die. I mean, that you were not gonna live going to the store. That was a 50, 60 percentile situation that black people had in transit pre-1960s. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. We ain't fucking with none of the racisms that our grandparents went through. None of it. And for these two guys to be having a Ku Klux Klan, racist, overindulgent American imperialism power trip is fucking crazy. I don't even understand how people keep having, like, this is crazy. Like, how do y'all not even talk to each other with sense and say, you sound fucking stupid? Do you even know that you sound stupid? Like, then I understand you're offended by me saying that, but walk yourself through it. Walk yourself through how ridiculous your ideology. Oh, look what happened to Michael Brown. Look what happened to it's if you're lucky, you'll get 1%. 1% of the interaction of cops, white people have with black people, that you get Michael Brown, that you get Trayvon Martin, that you get Rodney King, that you get all that stuff. You got 1% of all the possible interaction. And I'm going to be cocky and say 50 years. 1% of the interaction of whites and blacks in 50 years, you may get 1%. That's some racist, crazy, overpowering, just racist stuff. 1%. That means 99% of all white people, all interaction that black people are having, you ain't going through none. They are polite, respectful interactions. This is crazy, y'all. I know it ain't 1%, but this is crazy. I'm giving that to you. I'm giving you 1%. And for them to have this conversation and Corey Holcomb to be like thinking, standing on nothing. He's standing on nothing.
About it ain't never even really seen real racism. These is new niggas. All of these internet niggas right here, these is new niggas.
So are you saying black people in the United States, some of them have skipped over racism?
Yes, definitively.
Come on, man.
Definitively. You have a great.
See, Anton's talking to him on an analytical level where Anton's summarizing a lot of stuff, but he's kind of very conscious of what's the data. What's the real data? What's the real situation, worst case, best case scenario? And even when he's kind of summarizing it and putting it in his own words or giving it his own characteristics and biases to how he looks at the world, he's still somewhat an accurate outcome of what the real data is. Corey Holcomb, he's kind of in some ideological bubble, talking to other people that think like him or interact like him, memories of his own situation or stuff that he felt like was racism in the business of in the world of entertainment and all that stuff like that. Oh, highly under 1% percentile that would even know the crazy crooked stuff that goes on in the industry and all that other stuff. I always tell people, like, do y'all understand cameramans, makeup lady, construction companies for set buildings and the production and the audio guys and actors and the comedians and all that stuff, that everybody, if you do a big wrap up of every podcasters, everybody that's doing media and entertainment industry and television and all that stuff, if you're lucky, I think you might get 100 million people out of 8.4 billion people on the planet. 100 people out of 8.4 billion people on the planet. I know it's more close to 10 million or 1 million or 3 million or something like that, but I'm just gonna be crazy. 100 million people out of this whole world will ever touch entertainment, be an actor, a comedian, a director, a production person, a construction crew, whatever, doing anything for media and television and movies and all that stuff and radio and all that stuff. Maybe 100 million will ever touch it. When you don't know the true blunt data, that's just not about our feelings. It's about what is the truth. It's crazy. He's talking so much, and you like, dude, do you know what the data is?
Better chance of being killed by somebody that look like you than to ever interact with somebody that don't look like you and kill you.
But do you
That's
understand?
a fact.
Do you understand that it's made like that on purpose? The position,
It's the system.
the
The system
position
against us.
Yeah, and he Anton Daniels got a panel. I love his panel too. He does a really good work. I'm frustrated with the level up culture type of stuff because it's not logical, but he has a panel, and I love what Anton Daniels do. And I'm not biased. I'm just telling you, I just know a lot about. I'm a Detroiter, so I kind of know what's up in the industry. Totality, totality, and everybody in Michigan. I know what you're doing. I know what your numbers are. I know what your stuff is. If you're a filmmaker, if you're I'm not out there talking about it a lot or posting and everything. I know it. I got my hands pretty much in a lot of this stuff. Okay. So, but Anton, he got a panel and he got a gentleman from Ohio. His name is Slimmy, and he's just like Corey Holcomb. Afrocentric conspiracy theory, anti, small hat, This is like ridiculous, crazy stuff. Maybe some of the stuff that he says is right. Some of the stuff that they bicker about is right and stuff. But when you don't got no balls to put it out there, then what's the point? Everybody, I don't want to be demonetized. I don't want to be blah, 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 blah. Slimmy, you don't even take the option. I'm talking to Slimmy. I'm going to just talk straight to Slimmy, okay? You don't even take the option when Anton is saying, well, just tell me what you talking about. Just tell me what you're talking about. I don't get what you're saying. Explain yourself. What you talking about? Oh, I don't want to mess with your platform. I don't want to mess with your platform. You guys, look, I just want you to admit that you don't really care about freedom of speech. And at the same time, you're on a platform we are on a platform that's anti-freedom of speech, the First Amendment. And just realize that and be very honest about it. And just now we can move forward. But all this conspiracy theory that's just kind of like in the weeds of speculation inside your head. Can you articulate it without saying anything like bigoted or racist or anything that could be construed as bigoted or racist or anti-Semitic? Can you just kind of articulate it without even saying it? Can you do that? Can you formulate a conversation about any of the situations? Because everybody got these AS, SA, the small hats, all that stuff, all this stuff y'all articulate without saying the actual real wording or phrasing or words or name or stuff. Do it like that. Find a way to articulate what the fuck you got in your head that you feel so just empowered that you're accurate and you justify in your retarded ass thought process of imagination or perspective. You get what I'm saying? Or theories and all the other stuff. I like perspective, but I like perspectives that are based in truth. But that's what Corey's doing. And I just want to... Slimmy does that. He does all this weird in-the-window stuff and talking about like racism and whites and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, stop talking and listen to what you're saying and what you're forming in your head and see, does it make any sense? You're doing a white job that a white person gave you. Okay? Even if the person that hired you was black, their boss is white. People putting their kids in school, they're giving their kids, like, putting food on the table. And guess who's doing that? Guess who's building the infrastructure? Guess who's doing the can do? Guess who's doing the actual it factor to give you the money you have in your pocket? Unless you want to quit and solely work for Anton, you're taking money from white people that you're pretty glad they gave you an opportunity to take the money from them. Ridiculous.
I got it.
Okay, but the position you and your people are in.
Who is my people?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
Do you claim black
I'm a
people?
Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man.
I'm sorry. I should stop stopping it. It's irritating y'all. It's just they talk about this so much. I just want to make sure that it's in context. Okay. But and everybody kind of did their own little video on it. So forgive me if I'm cutting in and everything. I do want you guys to have a scholastic method and a psychoanalyzation and an actual accurate, objective, even when I'm talking in a very animated way, in a descriptive way, and what I'm saying is actually accurate. It's the truth. You do your homework, you'll see I'm right. Okay. So when he asked him, do he claim black people? And he said, I claim being a Christian first. I guess we're still trying to fight if we're Africans Negroes. You know what I mean? Black, African American. You know, we're trying to color people. We're trying to decide how we want to give terminology to us ourselves. White people call themselves white. They're not white. They're pinkish or peach or, you know, or a little light orange or some kind of just paleness to the skin or something like that. They're not completely white paper, like a white paper, like his hat. They're not like that. Black people are not black, you know, but we kind of took a verbiage of saying white American, black American. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when you try to wrap yourself up into the weeds of, I hate our culture, I hate our inner city culture and stuff and the representation of black people, rich and poor. You get what I'm saying? I hate how we're represented with each other, how we give representation to each other. I hate it. I don't like it at all because we're better and we're powerful than that. But it's the overall way that we think that we fighting the system by being just completely lack of substance is just ridiculous. But at the same time, the terminology of if you're black or whatever, who do you claim black people? Yes, we claim black people. It's our culture. We don't like it. We're fighting against it on a day-to-day basis. We're trying to articulate ourselves good enough for black people to see that with the era of the psychosis and the trauma that their parents and their schools and their community and the culture and history has done to us, to articulate our value or to even perceive and utilize our true value. We have so much mental stuff that's going on inside our head and identity that by the time we even try to do something of our own and individuality and an individual respect to ourselves, we're in our 40s and 50s and we're about to die. So I'm a person that kind of, this conversation is crazy, but I understand him saying that he's a Christian because, you know, if you really walk in the path like he does, you're pretty, you know, you see the root of being driven by Christ. You know what I mean?
Black people. Do you claim black people?
I'm a Christian first. I claim.
Well, I think something's wrong with that. If you don't want to say you're a black man first, I think something wrong with
black
that.
Black is a construct. They told you that you was black.
Okay, well,
that's
brown,
why you start believing it. No. We not brown. We not black. We not none of that shit.
Oh, well, what are we?
We not none. For me, I'm a believer in God. That's what I am. My foundation is always going to be Christianity, Christ, Jesus first. I don't claim none of that other shit. You're not gonna get me to believe in you based off of some shit that you can't control. You didn't pick it. And the thing about other cultures, whether you black, Chinese, Asians don't fuck with each other just because they're Asian. Chinese people and Japanese people and Taiwanese people, they're all different. Koreans are different. All white people don't fuck with all white people. So why do I have an obligation to fuck with somebody just because he black?
Okay.
And then the definition of how you define black is based off of something that a white man gave to you.
Okay. Well, trust me, brother. You white people, let me tell you something. I know Caucasian people that have looked at me and threw me licks. But I am from Chicago.
And I'm from Detroit.
It was Chicago is very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this.
And he's talking about the small hats, okay? It's just crazy, y'all, because he's in the media industry in California. It's of course, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The industry is who you know, and they fight real hard to keep that circle small. So they like the reason why Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfield and all of them act the way they act is because they got that ego in that culture of Hollywood in them. I don't care what they say. Keep that circle small. Only allow people to get a piece of the pie that's connected to you, that you're giving favor to, that you're saying like, okay, I'm gonna give favor to this person, and that's gonna be my me giving back and stuff. But truthfully, you keep a lot of people out that can empower you even more in the bigger picture of it. But they don't look at it like that. The Tracy Morgan called them the Black Crusaders, the black people that are kind of blocking the doors for other people to come into the house, come into the industry. You know what I mean? So, and yeah, I know, but he's kind of whiplashed, or he kind of messed up by his interaction of Hollywood white people.
You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
We was taught everything that you know on the racism that you have in your heart. It was taught to you.
you say I'm racist?
Yeah.
Very segregated. I knew nothing about Caucasian people until I moved to Los Angeles. And a lot of the stories I heard, it turned out to be just that. But back to this Christianity, you have to understand this. You were taught that by the people who kidnapped you. Is that a lie?
Nope.
Okay, so
We was taught everything that you know on this earth. It was taught to you. The racism that you have in your heart, it was taught to you.
you say I'm racist?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I studied you.
Wow.
I studied you.
This is why
Where
I
am I racist? I don't know a lot of racism in me. But maybe
Absolutely.
you can show me something I don't know.
We're going to get there.
Why I wanted
We'll
you
get
guys
there.
to start the show off in your own
No,
I
when
don't wanna-
Brother Anton Daniels was talking to me on the phone, I knew that we didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things,
Yeah,
but
we
I
talked about
believe
that.
we can have a conversation like men. It's like a lot of stuff he said right now I disagree with so much. But
Both of us.
I'm going to try to make a point because I have the hopes. I have the hopes in reaching him in a way. You know what I'm saying? I know that ain't guaranteed. I'm not.
And
blind
I have the
stupid.
hopes that I'm going to get y'all off of the Democratic plantation.
Yeah, because I don't know
really do.
nothing about the Democratic plantation.
Everything that you speak of, it's a reflection of the same thing that they speak of. So you may not claim it, but you're a reflection of it.
Well, if I reflect something that is this Democratic plantation, I tell you what, I really don't study a Democratic plantation. I try to study being a stand-up human being where when I look in the mirror, I don't see a slick motherfucker.
Correct.
That's who I am.
I'm with it.
I don't like slick motherfuckers.
That's the first thing we agreed on.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad we got there. But I get labeled all the time. I was talking to a young lady on the phone the other day, and she said, "I know you hate what's the lady who calls herself a doctor? I'm blanking right now.
Oh, my God.
Dr. Bryant." And I'm like, I don't hate nobody. Where do you get hate from? And then I was on the internet. Every once in a while, I look at the pages that use my likeness and image and everything, and I listened to some of the stuff they said, and I was called bitter, and I don't know how to get money. But anyway, coincidentally, today I'm talking to a brother who knows how to work the internet well and get money.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's like everything comes in its season for a man like me. I don't say I got all the answers to everything, but I am willing to talk logically to people who I feel like are able to communicate. That's what I'm saying. Because like the stuff you say, and you know, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, that's your personality too. Like,
And it would be boring to hear just one person's take or views on things. This makes it interesting.
Excuse me, ma'am. You need a mic, ma'am. You can ask on the mic. God damn it.
Anton, just a clarifying question. What about, are you comparing
this was the ultimate survival food.
Yeah, you know, these commercials. So I play them, man. Skip them.
Comparing racism with prejudice, is it? Do you think black people can truly be racist, or are we just prejudiced?
No, I think that there's a lot of people that hate white people, like straight up hate white people, and it's very unfortunate because they're not even the ones that's winning over here. We compare ourselves against a group of people that the majority of them is on food stamps and welfare. They would be a disappointment to their ancestors.
Right, but isn't true racism a system that controls access to, you know?
Well, that's the argument, right? The argument is
we can't make sure white people don't get access to certain schools and you know, programs and things like that.
The main way that they...
You need to be empowered to be racist, to be quite honest.
But see, that's what I was going to say. That's the argument that black people make, is that you can't be racist if you can't actually have an impact on another group of people. So it's supposedly systemic. It's false.
Really?
I just seen a guy that used to be the president of the United States of America that wanted to becoming the president of the United States of America for the second time almost get everything taken away from him. Literally. And he was basically being taken down by black people. Kamala Harris, Letitia James,
That's true.
who was the, you know, in New York, Fani Willis, down in Georgia. All of those are black women, specifically that met with Kamala Harris.
And I'll tell you, because I think I have to say it as many times as I can, because it gives context to how bad black people are, and a lot of liberals are, in understanding how much they're part of the total destruction of people's individual rights. Donald Trump in New York was convicted for his lawyer taking out a personal loan, $130,000 loan to pay Stormy Daniels off to say that she wasn't in a sexual relationship with Trump 10, 20 years before the election, or like 10 years before the election. This ain't nothing that was happening in 2016. This was something that happened in 2006. He called himself doing a favor for Trump because, you know, giving him a chance to win and not having no bad baggage come out. Now, Trump always dogged this woman out for her saying this stupid stuff, and he didn't want to pay her a dime. So he was pissed when he found out that his lawyer paid her that money. Okay? But he was like, hey, I did this to just make sure that no stupid stuff come out. You know, well, he wasn't supposed to do it. It's ridiculous. You know, so his lawyer, fast forward, Trump wins the election, his lawyer turns in the invoices to Trump Organization. That's the company that Trump owns. Trump Organization, and he's his personal lawyer, and effective of him going into the actual White House, he could only be slotted as his personal lawyer, not the Trump Organization lawyer, because only way that he could communicate with Trump if he's his personal lawyer, to make sure the government lawyers are doing what they're supposed to be doing and not trying to trick him or something. So he was his personal lawyer, and he sent the invoice because Trump pays him yearly. And he sent the invoice to Trump Organization. His personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, sent invoice to Trump Organizations, their accountants and everything that pays out the money for different companies that's doing business with the Trump Organization. The billing department and the accountants, they read the invoice, they cut the checks out for him, they took the checks over to Trump. He's in the White House. And the checks were for $35,000. It totaled up to $35,000 for 12 months. It's 12 months in a year. It was $35,000 for each month. Okay. So the lawyer, he actually was doing some shady stuff. I don't know what he was doing and what's wrong with him, but he was doing some taxi cab company, and he was like had an issue with the medallions or some, I guess that's the licensing for the taxi companies. In addition to that, he didn't pay some taxes and stuff like that, and the actual New York clamped down on him because they were trying to get Trump. You know what I mean? They hate Trump. So they got something on his lawyer, and for whatever was going on, they made his lawyer, his personal lawyer, turn against him. So his personal lawyer comes up with this thing to say that, oh, he paid me to pay off Stormy Daniels to keep it a secret so he can win the election. Now the grab her by the pussy audio video that came out like 3 days before the election or some stuff, that didn't take down Trump. You gonna think that Stormy Daniels, where everybody knew about the Stormy Daniels interaction or whatever it was, or whatever interaction that they had or they didn't have, or just that it was a mumbling of words and stuff like that because she was claiming it to try to get clout, like that was known. That wasn't gonna mess him up. But look, okay. He paid this lawyer paid the Stormy Daniels off, and now his lawyer decides to come up with this story. And I say come up with this story because the facts don't support it. He came up with the story to say that Stormy Daniels he paid Stormy Daniels off $130,000. He turned in invoices to Trump's accountants to get reimbursed the money for what he paid for Stormy Daniels, and the company paid him $420,000 to pay Stormy Daniels. Why would he pay you $420,000 if it's only $130,000? You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's say that he was paying. He said, "Oh, well, he was to help pay for the lawyers. That's what the taxes." So he wouldn't have to pay for taxes. He was equal up that he gets the whole $130,000 back. If that's true, he will only have given you $260,000 because it was $130,000. So he will only need to give you $260,000. That makes sure that you get all your $130,000, and the taxes 50% get paid to taxes. Okay, where's the rest of that money going? You get what I'm saying? Where's the rest of the money for? We're talking about $420,000. So the facts only show that $35,000 each month as a retainer fee for him to be his personal lawyer every single month in 2017 totaled up to $420,000. If that's what the data says, if that's what the check said, then that's all you can assume that the payment is for it, because the facts back that up. You get what I'm saying? So they found him guilty. New York citizens found him guilty for he say, she say stuff. And that he used his own money. That's Trump's money. Everybody like to assume that Trump is like a mythical rich guy. This man would die with $15 to $20 billion of assets in liquid. I don't care how much y'all, he claimed bankruptcy. You claim bankruptcy, and by the time you die at 80 years old, you be on the up. That you paid all your debt back, and you got $14 billion extra to say, I'm good. Y'all wish y'all was the failed and succeeded like Trump. Calm down, y'all. But they found him guilty for that. Another thing is they try to take $500 million away from him, saying that he inflated the value of his company. All the banks that he ever took a loan from and that he do business with, they went on the stand and say, nope, he paid all his debt back. He's in great standing with us, and we made a lot of money off of him. I'm talking about J.P. Morgan, big banks. He built buildings with the money and all the other stuff. That's factual evidence now. It's actually evidence now. Testimony now. Don't let me get into all the sexual stuff because that's crazy. I don't want to eat up the time. I'm just showing you guys two situations where if you do an objective, do you know what objective means? Objective means take your retarded shit out of it. You don't matter to what's the truth. Take yourself out of the situation and analyze it to logic. You'll see that you might have been had.
Months before they actually started this campaign during the Biden administration. And it's so funny to me because then I have to ask myself the question, well, listen, if this is a construct and if it's all about white people and all of the energy is going towards a person that black people fucked with before he actually ran for president of the United States of America, but we champion Barack Obama.
Not me.
Sorry about the commercials.
No. Take yourself out of it. We talking about the culture. It may not necessarily be you individually, but we as a culture fuck with him.
Fuck with who?
Barack Obama and his wife. We fuck with him. As a culture, we champion him. We absolutely do. And he didn't give y'all shit except for gay marriage.
You know I know that. That's why I ain't arguing with you on this point.
So absolutely I vote.
Are you independent? What do you?
I'm a Republican.
You didn't know that?
I'm a straight up, up and down Republican. And matter of fact, people need to really understand their history because Republicans were the party of black people. It's the original party of black people. They were the party that actually freed the slaves. Lincoln was a straight up Republican. When you're talking about the emancipation, when you're talking about 1865, when you're talking about what we stood for as conservative means that we're Christians. It means that we don't fuck with that gay shit. I'm telling you what it stands for.
You don't fuck with the backdoor shit?
I don't.
I don't either.
That's what it stands. What it means to be a Republican is this, because a lot of people like to say,
because this is backdoor Republicans.
And we were taught by our parents. We were taught by our parents that we vote Democrat no matter what, right? Regardless of what they stand for, regardless of the agendas that they push, regardless of how much nonsense that we see in our communities, regardless of how many Democrats actually destroyed our cities from Chicago to Detroit, all across the board. We were taught to vote that no matter what. You vote Democrat no matter what.
I agree.
But this is the difference between the parties on a very fundamental level, not complicated at all.
Really? You finna say it's a difference between the parties?
This is the difference.
I can't wait to hear this.
No. You may say that it's the same type of public politicians that take advantage of the taxpayers and take advantage of the people. The difference in the parties historically is Republicans want less government so you can do what the fuck you want to do. And Democrats want more control, so they want to control what your money is, where your tax dollars go, and what you can do with your money.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you this.
That's the fundamental difference.
I'm going to tell you this. And you don't have to believe me, but I'm just telling you.
I'm listening.
The people in charge are not Democrats or Republicans.
I understand
Kamala Harris is allowed to do whatever she's done.
We get that.
This new president, he's allowed to do whatever.
You hear that rubbing of the microphone, and it's even when, like, if Anton moves the actual mic, you can hear all that. It is crazy, and I guess it's the 5150 brand, just keep it real, you know what I mean? But boy, It's not even necessary. Like they got the mic inside of a casing that holds it onto the mic stand. It's crazy. You don't even have to do that. You know what I mean? It's so many ways that they can make this look really cool and trendy and stylish and stuff. They can have, I don't know how long this table is or something like that. Maybe they got some monitors on the other side of it or something like that. Because they, you know, he was talking about this. It's just, that noise is very cheap.
He is willing to do or they allow him to do.
Facts.
Everything is allowed. There are people in charge of this nation that flat out run shit. And if
Correct.
ain't nobody got the power to uproot them, then
We do.
we're gonna keep having people paying a whole bunch of money for houses and a fire hydrant don't work in front of it, but they'll charge you for the fire hydrant in front of your house.
But we got a less than 20% voter turnout rate in the local elections.
But well, you
The
understand
local-
understand voting don't work, right?
It does work.
How?
It does, but you just missed it. We
I
have a
haven't
less.
missed- I heard everything you said.
We have a
I
less
can't
than-
wait till you tell me how voting
have a
makes a
less-
difference in this country.
We
gotta
have
stop
a less
talking.
than 20% voter turnout rate in local.
Ain't nobody going for the sucker shit no more. We got to go.
You're missing it
You
again.
got to uproot the people in power before a real difference happens. Voting is for suckers.
It's not. People that don't vote are ignorant as fuck.
Well, I guess I'm ignorant because I would never participate in no
People
sucker
that
shit.
don't vote- and
I'm
it's
gonna
so
show
funny.
up and vote like a sucker.
And not only is it ignorant.
He's just some emotional stuff. Sucker. You gotta argue his point. And he's telling you that out of all the actual black people that are in existence in this country, only 47 million after being here from the creation of this country, you got 65 million Hispanics here now that actually get counted. 65 million. And we're 47 million. We've been here forever. It's because we kill each other, we destroy each other, we are not marrying each other, we're not birthing new kids, we terrible, we're toxic. Okay? But even just 20% of them is the only ones that's voting.
We had Republican presidents, we had Democratic presidents.
You're not even
we
hearing
in the
what I'm
same
saying.
joint.
I'm talking about locally. You talking about national.
I don't give a fuck if
It
it's
matters.
local.
It
I don't,
matters.
if you
It
vote,
absolutely
that
matters.
means you in line.
No, if you vote first, the first thing that it means is that you respect your ancestors that died for your right to be able to do it.
Your
That's what it first-
ancestors, your
It's
ancestors
so funny to me.
didn't do it like this. Because
yo-
people went to war when the government tried to overthrow the people and the power of the people. It was wars. There hasn't been a war inside the U.S. where the people who getting fucked over are doing something about motherfuckers with 30 felonies being the president.
It's
all sucker shit
See?
It's a
going on.
war every day. It's just not.
The 30 felonies is because when they found him guilty of the Stormy Daniels, they charged him for every check. And how they, what laws they said that he broke with paying the checks to Stormy Daniels, which that's an actual a fine and an election violation that the federal government oversees, not New York. New York actually tried him on it and convicted him on a federal crime that they had no jurisdiction on. And from the charges that they charged, they gave to him, it totaled up to 34 felonies for each, for a total of all the 12 checks, and for the payment and the violation of the election, or how they tried to charge him. I got to look at how they phrased it, but they didn't phrase it legally binding to an election violation. They charge it to say, we're charging you to a crime that you could have committed under the election violation, but we're not going to say that, but we're going to say that this is a crime that could have happened, or it's some weird shit. I did a detailed breakdown of this, and I got all of the I actually downloaded all the case evidence and the files and the audio clippings and the transcripts of the thing. And so the 34 felonies is for him paying his lawyer $35,000 for 12 months. But his lawyer claimed that he was paying him back from Stormy Daniels and that New York feels like he was paying the girl off to not say nothing during the election that he would have lost, so it would have been a campaign violation. But the actual campaign, federal government, Biden's, who was this? This was Obama's federal government said that he didn't break any laws, he didn't break any election violations and everything, and they would not even take the case. But New York decided 4, 5, 6 years later to charge him for it because they couldn't get him an impeachment, they couldn't get him an assassination, they couldn't get him, so they charged him with this thing. And now you got Corey Holcomb saying, I don't believe, this is crazy that you got a 34 count felony. It's just wild stuff, man. Wild stuff.
Physical anymore.
Well, that's the problem.
It's
we
here.
need physical wars.
No, it's not.
Until motherfuckers ready to jump it off,
it's not.
We gonna always be talking.
It's
but
not.
see, real gladiators don't talk. Real
No,
gladiators make it happen. And the gladiators, I ain't gonna lie, we are under control right now. We haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Who are you under control by?
It ain't, you under control by the people who will motherfucking blow this motherfucker up. We ain't stupid.
Who is he? Because I want to know who.
Why do you think that ICE agent was able to shoot that woman?
I want to know who the. Hold on. Let's be real. Fuck that woman.
Well, that's what you would say to somebody you don't know or whatever.
No.
I'm on the streets. I've been pulled over by the police.
Who ain't on the streets?
Or the ICE agents or whatever.
You in LA. I'm in Detroit. I'm in the blackest city in the United States of America. I can move anywhere I want to go. I choose to stay in the core of my city, and I choose to participate in my neighborhood. I choose to tithe to the streets. I choose to put kids through college. I choose to interact and truly use my tax dollars and whatever it is and give jobs. I employ over 50 people. I put my money in my community with my people. So I choose to engage. So when we talking about being in the streets, that don't count to me. I don't hear that shit.
That's what should count.
I don't hear that
because
shit.
out there in the streets where the people live that you helping, they could get pulled over and shot by a cop, and an investigation will be said. But here's the truth: we know, if I believe you know this already, when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
It's crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk to him. Because he's so crazy with the conspiracy. It's not even conspiracy. It's just old conversation.
This is so crazy.
Do you think that's wrong? What I said?
This is so insane.
Is that what I said? I said when the cops shoot you, ain't nothing you can do about it. Is that a lie?
This is so insane.
But you didn't answer it.
I'm gonna answer your question.
Okay.
I'm gonna answer your question. It depends on the circumstance. And the interesting thing about it is this: the majority of the people, because you like to use a blanket statement. That's like me saying all black people are stupid.
Well, have you said all white people stupid?
No, I'm talking about cops.
You should say that one time.
I'm talking about
because
cops.
it's easy to say all black people are stupid as an example. Say something about the white people.
No. You're not. I don't think you got people all the time.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you. Can you tell me?
They jumping all over the place, man.
Literally being the biggest enemy of the United States of America. That's the thing I say every single day.
Caucasian female, the biggest enemy.
Literally, white liberal women are the worst thing that ever happened to this country.
What about their men?
But we gonna get there. Because you keep trying to get me to qualify it by participating and joining in on the core.
I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you
don't
taking
have,
the.
You don't have the capacity.
Yeah, he doesn't. And it's sad he got it because he sized them up. He don't have the capacity to have intellectual conversation. When he told you that he don't know why black people look up to white people and they doing the worst here because you got Asians, you have Indians, you have a lot of people that's having huge economic growth in this country, and a majority of the white people are in poverty and they're collecting welfare. They're doing bad. Even farmers, they got to get a handout because they sold their stuff to China. And the business of manufacturing, see, and this is what I want you guys to understand. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to let them finish up what they're saying. When you hear a lot of farmers bitch and moan and stuff, because I've been seeing a lot of farmers kind of be disrespectful to how much Trump fight for them. And they decided to give their meat produce over to the Brazilian government to process. So we don't even process our stuff, our own meat, majority of our meat. We actually send it out to be processed through a whole nother infrastructure and packaged and everything, do a whole nother infrastructure in Brazil. We need to keep that stuff here. But we outsource so much that if China and Russia and Venezuela and different countries, Mexico and different countries decide to peer together and buy in together, Canada, they partner together, it'll hurt us because we outsourced everything to the outside the country. So it's bad.
To be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you seen something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kid.
Yeah, see, that's how I lose respect for you. That's why I lose respect for you. Who the fuck is you to have respect or lose respect? Or how is that supposed to affect me? Did you lose respect for me? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, oh my God, oh, you lost. Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint you. What can I do to make it better? Dude, that was the first lick right there.
You do.
Nah, let me tell you something. Caucasian male's ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because I'm not an ass kisser.
Don't do that in front of me.
You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do? Let me tell you what you do.
No, let me tell you something, homie.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
I don't suck dick.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So fix
you doing
it
right now.
I don't suck dick,
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick.
What is Anton doing? He scooting up or something like that. He just fixating himself, right? He comes in his face. This wild stuff.
Sucking shit. I'm a motherfucker.
You suck the dick of black people right now. You doing the easy shit. What you do, let me tell you what you do.
Let me tell you something, homie.
That expression that Corey had is funny.
I don't suck dick, homie.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. No, you go switch that seat.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit, homie.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well, I tell you what. Watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do.
He said, I don't care about none of that shit, what you talking now. That actually, that's interesting because it means that he no matter what he's looking in his eyes, because trust me, they're so close to each other, and that switch up that Corey Holcomb did is so psychologically engaging and locked on and venomous and actually threatening that the comment that Anton says, I don't give a shit about none of that right now, meant that it's something about his posture, it's something about his eyes, it's something about the jungle, the threat, the eye of the abyss, that Anton is seeing you talking shit, dog. You ain't no real one, dude. You get what I'm saying? This is interesting in the psychological analyzing of the position.
No, I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch it.
Let's switch it.
I'm with it.
Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit.
He said, as he came over there, he said, we could talk right in front of each other. Let's switch it. We could talk right in front of each other. Meaning that it's either Anton is controlling his psychosis and what he does in things he's saying in cue conversations, which Anton he's not doing it on purpose, but he's doing it in like impulse and it means that Anton actually has, when things get to the highest velocity or situations get to real aggressive interaction and things start to pop off, he's more in psychological focus. He's more in focus. He's more in knowing what he's saying, knowing what he's doing. He's not emotionally going crazy to the moment. He's really locking in and he's commanding the situation. It's either that or he is seeing something inside of how Corey is acting and what he's doing. And he told him that he said, I studied you. And everything. Now, even if he studied him, this is a real interaction right here. This is a real interaction. And for his theory to actually work in real time, that means Anton actually has so much function to the most high octane situation in life. I'm not even in this situation. I'm talking about in a lot of other scenarios in life that I even got to pay a little bit more close attention to what Anton says, because he showed in real time, even in the most dangerous, ridiculous situation, he's calculating everything accurately and what the end result's going to be. This is wild. Pay attention to this, y'all, because he told him as he walked over and he sat down, he told him, oh, would you come on in? We could talk to each other. We're talking close up into each other's face. Is it okay with me? How did he know from the beginning to the end of the interaction it was only going to be talk in close proximity? That's the biggest threat.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. I'm with it. Homie, I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well,
this
I
shit.
tell you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I don't give a fuck about.
You see how Anton is coming at him? Tell him that he don't give a fuck what he's talking about, nigga. And he said, you think I give a fuck what you talking about, nigga? If I'm in an aggressive, dangerous, threatening situation, if you really bout it, when I take it up an octave, you know, trust me, I've been around some very dangerous people, okay? And I've learned and I've seen what it is to in life and death situation. Not about me, but I've seen how it is when these people are functioning. They're in a dominant situation. They understand that I've murdered people and I'm ready to go at any minute, at any second. They're not gonna be in a situation where a person taking up an octave. If I'm already in, I'm gonna hit you, or I'm gonna kill you, or I'm gonna do something to you. Mo, I'm already there, and all I need you to do is keep talking. Anton passed that mark. He when he responded back to him, man, I don't give a shit about nothing about you saying. You just talking shit, really. Because that's what he's saying to him. You think I give a fuck about what you saying? When he says that, at that moment, a real person, a real doer, a real actual aggressive doer, okay, he would have stopped and he would have went off. But for some reason, Corey is watching himself. He's holding himself back. He's pissed, but he's holding himself back. He's calculating the situation of going forward. He needs something to pull him forward more and more and more. More and more and more. Otherwise, he's not going. He's not going. But Anton is like, okay, Anton is actually, and I'm telling you guys, I'm being very objective. Anton is actually answering his actions. Like whatever he physically does, Anton answers it. Whatever he actually verbally does, he beat that. And it's almost like a tit for tat. It's not tit for tat because it's almost like, what move you're gonna make, Corey? I'm gonna beat that with this. This was the right judgment. This was the right response. This was the response where I win. If it's a back and forth argument, I'm winning even in the argument. He's like how he was when he was talking, when they were just having a conversation about racism and voting and all that stuff. He still is in it. He's still in the like, okay, if we're in conversation mode and we're at this high octane conversation mode, I'm still going to be in control. I know what I'm saying and I know what the response is to whatever you're doing. Corey don't understand that, hey, dude, you by moving over there, you need to get physical now. You can't talk. You got to get physical now. Very interesting.
Hey, homie, I tell you what. I'm right here. Don't put no dick sucking shit. Don't put.
He said, I'm right here. You switching seats don't mean shit to me. Pay attention to this, y'all. Watch how when he walks over there, it's not a bother for Anton. Anton calculates what it is, and he calculates that all you're gonna do is come over here, sit down, and have a conversation loudly with me. When he's kind of talking to him about like I'm the big bad wolf. I'm in your face. I'm giving you my eyes, my killer eyes. Anton is like, man, you're a joke. It's not threatening. It's not scary to me. That's what he's doing. Every time he adjusts, I'm scary. I'm scary, ain't I? I'm getting crazier now, ain't I? I'm loud. Are you getting scary yet? And Anton's responding, no, motherfucker, I am not scared. This is nothing. This is a stupid conversation. Let's stop this because this is dumb. I'm showing you that I'm not really scared of you huffing and puffing. That's not me saying that. That's not Anton saying that. That's what's actually happening. Watch it.
You doing it right now.
Homie, believe me when I tell you, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Listen.
So don't come at me with no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me.
Let's switch seats. Let's switch seats.
I'm with it.
Homie,
I'm with it.
No
be
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none
Well,
of that
I
shit.
tell
See?
you what, watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You say a
homie.
lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You think I
Okay,
give a
but
fuck about
but
what you
that
talking
that
about,
gay
nigga?
shit, oh, you
I
go.
don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
to me.
Don't put no
I'm
dick
from
sucking
Detroit,
shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit.
Say I suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right.
All right, that's
Now,
what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you. 'cause
Dance
it's your
around it.
platform.
Dance around it.
No. I'm gonna
I don't do no
dick
dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you
We
not
good.
bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do
Nigga, we
dick
can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right down,
Yo.
right now, and go on her back. I don't give a fuck about this shit.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
got a
You
question
running
for
your
Anton.
mouth.
I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit for
sucking
the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you
I'm
want to
saying,
say Anton,
I'm saying,
listen, don't
I'ma
disrespect
let
me
you
like
finish.
that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how
You
it
didn't call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
This
this my show. This
cool.
my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't
bro.
dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking
You're
shit
not gonna
again,
do
nigga.
shit. You're not gonna
Come
do
at me
shit.
with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go
I'll
out back
show you
right
who the
now.
fuck I am.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go out back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, homie,
No,
look,
it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie.
Him and these keys on his pants like a janitor. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's he had that with his in the beginning of his thing. I want to show you guys something. I'm gonna come back to this. This is the beginning. I'll try to find the part right now.
If the quality of women are
Boy, I tell you.
I didn't take the cheap flight on Frontier here. My people were kidnapped. My people were other reasons. I'm talking about this nation, the U.S.
Type of niggas jerk off in their socks.
Yeah.
Well, now they've gotten so savvy where they can actually put a picture, but you open it up and it's like, oh, no post, no nothing. It's like, oh, okay.
We don't take that serious.
Exactly. Keyboard cowards is what I call them.
Somebody said, what Craig had, he on time out. Craig had a show, fool.
That's right.
Craig going out here doing his thing.
Papa Craig.
But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. There's so much to say. I know we're
going to get back to it. I want you guys to see something.
There's so much to say. I got to ask you this, just off top.
I'm with it.
How do you
Look at
feel?
him. Him taking his sleeves up.
We got to get there, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I don't
what I'm saying?
I don't want you to miss no points.
All right, I'm with it.
What do you feel about this nation as they jack other nations for their resources and play it off like it's other reasons? I'm talking about this nation, the U.S.
That's the part.
Him rolling up his sleeves, he's kind of knowing that it's going to get contentious or a situation going to get where he needs to be agile. And I just wanted you guys to see him doing this, rolling up his sleeve.
Everybody done been conquered. Slavery.
You get what I'm saying? It's a psychological thing that's going on here. And I think I'm going to go back to where they left off.
They call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, we just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
No.
This my show. This
cool.
my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking shit again, nigga.
Shit. You're not gonna
come at me with. Say I suck dick again, nigga.
Like he wants him to say, okay, because this is what a lot of people, and even like a lot of the conversation people don't want to actually get into, but him telling him, say that dick sucking shit again, nigga. Say that dick sucking shit again, nigga. Why would I say that? And you about to jump off the curb right quick, and you're a puppy right now. You're like a dog that I'm handling. Do you know how a pit bull, like a dog, may, if it feels weakness in the person in front of it, it gets in more dominance of the person. That's why a lot of people get bit, because most of the time they fear the dog. The dog senses that fear, and the dog sees that you're not going to stand your ground and show any ability to dominate him. So even if it grabs hold of you, are you willing to do something to me to make me take the control off of you? You get what I'm saying? You know, so people kind of get bit by a dog and the dog lock on them and they don't crush the dog's eyes in. You know, it's like you gotta respond to the dog in the most vicious way. It turns it around. Even that's why when a dog comes up to you and it's barking and it's going in, you gotta show a dominance that you don't mind getting in it with the dog. If it feels that you're playing or you're joking or you're not real, it's gonna attack you. And this is how he needs Anton to give him steam, to give him more jump off point. Make me do something that I don't want to do, but I act like I wanted to do it. Anton's kind of Anton's calculating everything. The girl Darlene is kind of telling him, don't mess up the screen. There's a $1 million screen right behind him, big giant screen behind him. Anton, he thinking about his money. We ain't fighting on the internet, but let's go in the back. And I learned this from it's very much you learn it from growing up in the hood and stuff, growing up in Detroit and stuff. But also I learned it this fade, like when I'm calling you out for the fade. If you want to put me in my place, if you want to physically show your strength on me or your dominance over me, let's go outside. Let's go to the back where we ain't hurting each other's platform, and we could do that. And if somebody with a phone captures it, then that's just us. And hopefully I won, you can say. But at the same time, whatever's going to happen to me, I'm giving you the opportunity to go into the back with me and take care of it. He's not doing it. Why is he not doing it? You know what I mean? He's kind of like, Anton is kind of saying, hey, I don't hate you to a place where I want to destroy you. I want to destroy myself. I want to put this in a situation where we murder each other. I want to put it in a situation where we have it out physically. And whatever happens and however it ends, we just got to get up and walk away. You know, if I get knocked out, that's it. That's the way it is. Whatever happens, it happens. But we walk away and we still come back to our platforms. But for some reason, Corey wants him to put him in a situation where he does something right then and there. But you had your chance. Y'all been arguing for like 10 to 7. Like, when did this start? When he moved from, walked over. They start arguing, and then he 20. So around 25. So about 2 minutes. So about 2 minutes, literally right on the dot. 2 minutes and 2 minutes. So yes, so about 2 minutes exactly is from the time that he sat down to this moment right here that we got on screen. 2 minutes. So they've been yelling at each other for 2 minutes. If you're going to do something, you're going to do it then. Don't ask me to make you jump and me seize control. I got the control. I got the power right now. I got the power. Right now, I got the power. Why would I give power to you? Why would I seize power to you? I got total control of the power. I'm dominating you on your platform. I'm disrupting the orientation of your platform. You're doing some huffing and puffing stuff, but you look stupid to me. I'm not scared of you, and I'm still talking the same shit I want to be talking to you. And the only thing I'm not doing is letting you jump off the curb and swing on me, where if you swing on me in here, we got another problem. We got a whole nother thing coming because you're not even caring about your platform, my platform. And I'm telling you, let's take this to the back where we get off this internet and we have it handle it like men, warriors. It's not about the platform. It's not about the audience. Not about the Coliseum. It's about two men doing a duel in the back of the forest. Taking 5 paces away and turn and shoot. That's what we doing. And it's only between me and you. What are you trying to jump off the curb in front of all these people? And then we got a situation that we dealing with a multi-billion-dollar company stopping us. You guys got to understand this, because I know you guys are some of you guys are out there is pretty slow and you're not really accomplished. You know what I mean? Anton makes about $300 to $1 million a month off his platform on YouTube. Corey probably his numbers look higher than Anton's on each episode. So at the least, he's making some good money. He's making $30,000 to $100,000 at the lowest a month off his platform. For real. All those people there as employees to 5150. So I'm pretty sure it's higher. If Anton is making $300 to $1 million a month, Corey is making up there. He's making some money. Okay? You don't mess up your platform, because it is true. I heard Anton say this, that YouTube do not like fights, and they will throw the book at you if they find you having a real fight on the platforms. They'll throw the book at you, destroy your monetization. So tomorrow, if he said, "You suck dick," and he's like a dummy, and he jumped because he gotta jump now. You know, you had to jump when you went over there and you sat down and he told you, "I don't care about you. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. You just talking." When he said that, you were supposed to hit him. You didn't do it then. It's like 5 different things you're supposed to hit him. Like I said, it's only 2 minutes between this interaction. So I'm going to go right back to the beginning of it and watch it.
I don't do no dick sucking shit. I'm a motherfucking man. I don't do no dick sucking shit.
I don't give a fuck about none of
Well,
this
I
shit
tell you
right
what,
now.
watch that dick sucking shit, because that'll go bad.
Call it what you want.
I don't do no dick sucking,
You
homie.
say a lot of shit that I don't fuck with either. You
Okay, but that gay shit, oh, you
I don't give a fuck about what you talking
Hey,
about.
homie, I tell you what.
I'm right here.
Don't put
You
no
switching
dick
seats
sucking
don't mean
shit.
to me.
Don't put no
I'm
dick
from
sucking
Detroit,
shit on me, nigga.
I'm from Detroit
Say
right
I
now.
suck a dick again.
I'm right here, right now.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna respect you.
Dance around it. Dance around it.
No. I
don't do no dick sucking shit.
I'm gonna respect you because it's your platform, and I flew out here to have a conversation.
We good.
But you're not bossing up on me.
Yo,
We good. I did already. I don't do dick
We can put
sucking
the
shit.
microphone right now and go on our back. I don't give a fuck about
no,
this shit.
sir.
Homie, you just running your mouth.
I'm not running my mouth.
got a
You
question
running
for
your mouth.
Anton.
I don't do
You
no
doing
dick
this shit
sucking
for the
shit.
internet. You doing it for the internet. Now, if you want to say your time, no, hold on. If you want
I'll
to say
show
Anton,
you I ain't doing it for the internet.
if you want to say Anton, listen, don't disrespect me like that. If you want to say Anton, don't disrespect me like that, I'll respect you. But don't boss up on me because you said a lot of shit to me today that I don't fuck with either. But I let that shit ride because you don't know me. You don't know me. So I'm going to extend the same respect to you. You called me out of my name. You said some wild shit, especially with regard to how it
call this nigga out his name?
Nigga, I'm telling you that you did. You can't tell me how I get disrespected.
I got a question for bro.
Okay.
No. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. We just getting loud. I ain't gonna get loud.
Then don't switch seats.
No,
This
this my show. This my show.
That's cool, but I take that shit as a threat.
Okay, well, it is a threat if you calling me dick sucking. I don't dick suck, my nigga.
Man, fuck what you talking about.
I don't dick suck.
If you want to get back to the conversation, because you ain't gonna do shit. Because you're not gonna do shit.
Come at me with that dick sucking
You're
shit
not gonna
again,
do
nigga.
shit. You're not gonna
Come
do
at me with. See, I suck dick again, nigga.
We can go
I'll
out back
show you
right
who
now.
the fuck I am.
We can go out back right now. I'm with it.
I bet you won't say that shit.
We can go out back right now.
I got money for all this. Whatever.
I got money too. Don't nobody give a fuck about that shit.
Hey, homie,
No,
look,
it's just not respect.
I ain't falling for that. I ain't falling. Darlene, get out the way. Don't get in the way of two niggas. Let me tell you something, homie. I ain't got to go out back right now, because we got to go out back to lead this motherfucker. But I'm saying that dick sucking shit, watch that. That's all I'm saying. And if I don't say it how you like
If you want to
okay,
get back to the
but
conversation, we can get back to the conversation.
But just know,
I'm not
ain't no
listening to
dick
none of that
suckers
shit,
up
bro.
here. You
They cut the mics or something. What are they doing? What are they doing? They just cut the mics or something like that?
ain't straight. Everything straight. Ain't nobody saying I'm sucking dick no more. Everything straight.
For sure. I got a question for bro, though.
And I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
He said what he said, so I'm going to respect him on that.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
So,
guys.
question.
I
Given
guess
that
my
black
internet's
people-
slowing down or something. I don't know what's going on. What happened there?
Given that black people
That's
are on the
weird.
Democratic plantation, what do you say about the use of Christianity to make slaves out of black people? How did
In
we
what,
become
today's
Christians?
time or
No,
historically?
sir. Historically.
Yeah, absolutely. It was used in a negative way, but anything can be used in a positive or negative way. You can weaponize literally anything. Corporate America, for example. You can use the internet in order to push out propaganda, or you can use it to communicate effectively with the people. You can use money to manipulate people, or you can use it to help people. And so you can't just say that Christianity itself is used. The Quran is used in a negative way in order to control people.
Absolutely.
So it depends on the person, and that's why we evaluate the person based off of their fruits instead of evaluating them based off of Christianity itself. Because
Right.
everybody that calls himself a Christian is not a Christian.
100%. So I agree that the teachings of Jesus are pure. However, in the hands of Caucasian white males,
That's not true, because I know some good Caucasian
the
white
teachings
men.
of Jesus,
And I know
they
some
gave
bad
us slavery.
Caucasian white men.
Okay, right,
so
correct.
look, check this
So that's
out.
the
This
main
what I
point, but let's
listen.
keep everything respectful.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. The reason I don't have a lot of people up here at the show is because I know a lot of people aren't initiated when it comes to talking to men of a certain mind state. And I don't believe you knew what you was doing when you said something about dick sucking, brother. I
apologize.
Okay. Hey, bro, I appreciate that.
I apologize.
I appreciate that because this ain't no show. The last thing I want to do is get into it with you physically. But I have a switch.
I do too. And I'm a man, just like
I
you.
respect your switch. I respect
I
your
respect
switch.
you too.
Okay, good. I'm glad,
We
brother.
good.
It ain't no fake shit right here.
Absolutely, I'm with it.
We straight. I respect your switch, brother. And I'm saying, like, a lot of people don't know the way I was brought up. You can't step to men like that. So I'm not checking you. I'm just trying to let you know
We good.
that when we talk to each other a certain way, like if dick sucking is brought up, that's just like motherfucking pissing on my shoes. So I'm saying, like, I could get back straight. I could get back straight. We just, I didn't, when I shook your hand, it wasn't phony.
Listen, I get into it with my homies. I get into it with my brothers. I don't have no sisters. I got three brothers, and we scrap it out. I scrap with my nephews. It is what it is. And then we shake hands and we keep it moving once we have a disagreement and we get it out of our system. So if we good, then we good.
I'm good.
He's telling you, like, hey, if we gotta, he's even telling him, if we gotta go all the way to fighting it out, let's do that. Let's do that. If we gotta go all the way to fighting it out, let's go ahead and do that. He's still giving him a fading option to actually fight. We sometimes we have a disagreement with each other and we gotta scrap it out. He's telling him, and he still don't want to do the fade. A fade is, I'm giving you the option to fight me so we can get it out of our system. And he still ain't doing it. Look, I didn't even know we were 2 hours in this. So, see, I know that they're having a conversation, but it's psychological stuff behind it that I want to communicate with it. So I'm going to go for maybe another 20 minutes, let them kind of talk for another 20 minutes or so. I think it's about another 30 minutes that they actually go for, 30 to 38 minutes or something. And then I think that's when things get bad again. Okay. But I think I might have to do this in 2 parts. Okay. And we're going to kind of go to Anton's side of the situation. His situation is pretty long too, but I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm just going to take the bits of it and stuff. But let this play.
I'm with it. Let's get to the conversation.
That's why I tried to explain myself right there, because I'm like, this man probably don't even know that my mind is set up, Anton. My mind is set up when people do things like throw I call it backdooria on my show. Mm-hmm. When people throw that at you, it's a set off. And I'm saying, like, I ain't trying to get set off. I think I'm a lot more than somebody with name calling to get at me. But I'm saying, like,
but see, I don't believe you, Corey. I don't believe you, bro.
Okay.
And let me tell you why I don't believe you. Because you do the same shit that you feel offended by.
Really?
You do. Absolutely.
Can you give me an example?
You just did it. You said a lot of shit to me that I don't necessarily care about.
I ain't said nothing about dick sucking.
You pick and choose what's disrespectful because you applying it to you. It's other people out there that don't take that shit.
Okay, well, I'm glad you said that. So listen to me, Anton.
But hold on. Let me say this last part.
Go ahead, land.
But I get it, because you don't know me and I don't know you. So you don't know what I look at as disrespectful. And so as a result, I just let that shit ride. The only thing that ever triggers me is it, and this is why I like to do shows in person. I told you before the show, I said I don't do no more live streams with people that I don't know. Did I not say that? Because I want to see and look in their eyes and see what's really happening, right? And the reason that is because the only thing that set me off is if somebody make it seem like they ready to do something. Then I'm like, okay, well, it's all hands up. Fuck the conversation.
Well, how about this? People may be ready to do something for whatever reason. They want to be ready to do something. But what I'm saying to you is, you know, in this world, they are trying to normalize men in dresses. They trying to normalize a woman wearing a thong in front of a church gathering or whatever.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? I could handle whatever is happening out there, but I'm saying, like, I'm still standing on this. I'm standing on this. If a man walking up to me with some homosexual talk, like, I could take, I said this before, I could take a meeting at a brother like Tyler Perry's house, because I know what's gonna happen if it go bad. The house gonna get tore up. I ain't saying that to act like I'm tough. I'm just saying,
I feel you.
There's certain things that we as men cannot say to each other without clashing. And it is my opinion with niggas.
It's stupid. That's what. But this is what I talk about, people and how people watch the news. he said, if I take a meeting with Tyler Perry and if something happened, then the house gonna get tore up. Meaning that Tyler Perry gonna bring a guy that's known to be a straight guy and make him come to the house and do some homosexual stuff to him, knowing that it's like 99.99% that he's going to be turned off and angry about it. So he's going to invite him over, a bunch of straight guys over to try to come on to them because the mythological thing that Tyler Perry be coming on to people out of nowhere. So he mentions a hypothetical or rumor or allegation, and he states it as fact of behavior. This is what people do with news, like normal news. They let people in their biases to communicate something to them, but they don't know if it's the truth or not. And they don't give any accountability to themselves that they ingested something falsely or skewed, and they go talk to somebody else about what they heard on that report. And then the person, what if you come into contact with somebody that actually know what the truth is and I can walk you through the truth, and you're so, oh my God, no, I'm right. How do you write and you don't even have no data, no information, no facts, no actual evidence behind what you're saying? So he just said a comment about Tyler Perry in an allegation or whatever the situation is, but at the same time, a situation of Tyler Perry interacting homosexually to a homosexual. Not Tyler Perry reacting homosexually to a heterosexual guy. That thought process let me know, like, man, you are so much in the gossip and so much in the speculation and the innuendo stuff. It's just like you can't even conduct yourself in what's real.
That I know and where I'm from, if I say to one of my homies, man, suck a dick, everybody will get quiet that we know. And they'll be like, what is that? What is that? Because it's like, that's that homosexual talk. So what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? If it's one way to get a brother like me, I know brothers who are preachers that would put their religion down for that right there. That's all I'm saying, black man. That's all I'm saying.
Listen. That's where you at. So I'm gonna respect that.
Thank you, brother.
It's simple as that.
I don't want no drama.
It's simple as that.
I swear I don't want no drama, man. My life is good.
Mine's is too.
I believe you. My life is good.
I'm
man.
with you.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't want you to come up here for that. It's just the simple misunderstandings that we as men can have. I think older black men like us need to make sure there are boundaries that simply can't be crossed when men are talking. And if you tell me a boundary, Anton, if you tell me a boundary, I promise you, I'm going to do my best not to cross that boundary. When I'm talking to Willie D don't like when you call him nigga. And I go out my way not to call Willie D nigga because I look at him as a man.
I kick it with Willie too. For me though, I don't give a fuck about the talking. I don't have no boundaries. I don't care if a nigga say something about me. It is what niggas say shit like that all the time. Like that's the environment that we live in. I only care about my real life.
Can I ask you a question? You just said men talk disrespectfully to you in your face all the time.
No.
This is nothing.
You did not hear what I said.
I said they do that
shit all the time. You see it in the chat. You see it in the comments. All of that shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit, right?
That's right, because that's for the internet.
Right. So when people say stuff, I don't take it personal because it's not a thing to me. It's just talk. The only thing I care about is what happened in real life. When I cut that shit off in real life, my life is great.
Right. Let me tell you something.
So my point is that I don't take nothing personal unless it get personal, unless it gets physical. That's the only thing I'm up on. Anything else I can walk away from. I don't give a fuck about that. My life, I could walk away and I'm probably gonna never see that person again.
I understand.
So
this is why the chat, I allow them, and in fact, I encourage them to be themselves in the chat because this is a computer screen. But one thing I will say about, this is to the youngsters especially, because they the ones who really don't know. I'm talking about 35 and under. When you in a man's face, you have to watch how you talk to them because face to face is a lot different than the computer. On the computer, I got motherfuckers
Let me ask you a question.
Motherfuckers saying all kind of shit about me on the computer.
Let me ask you a question.
But if they in my face saying that to me,
let me ask you a question.
It can go bad.
Why?
I'm not saying I'm not acting tough.
Hold on.
I'm not acting tough.
I'm asking you a real question. Why do you get triggered if somebody says that to you? Like what is it in you that gets bothered by a switch?
Okay, so listen to me. Manhood is all we got left. You really got to understand this. Just give me a second to land on.
Yeah, like Anton thinks that his production is up to standard. It's not. It's some kind of weird thing they got. There are actual microphones for podcasting that you can actually grab and hold, and you will hear no rattling. You'll hear nothing. It is actually for you. And people got like, oh, they could rock it. They could do all kind of stuff all day with it. But this is some cheap stuff. I don't know what he's doing. They got enough money to pay for about 10 grand worth of good mics, and he should have a good mic. I think that mic he got is good because it works. You know what I mean? But boy, it's some those stand things. They gotta stop that immediately. It's cheap and technology is too advanced. I'm talking about cheaply. It's cheaply too advanced to mess around with that. They could buy cheap stuff and have superior sound and functionality, and it won't be like how that is. That's some ghetto rigged stuff.
I'm with you. I'm listening.
If we don't have our manhood,
you're gonna spend $1 million on a LCD monitor in the back of you, like a whole wall monitor to the size of like literally 12 feet, 10 feet, probably 24 feet wide. You're going to spend that kind of money. Isn't that? Trust me, it's about $1 million. And you're going to have like some, at best, $100 mics. Crazy.
We ain't got nothing. So when a man walk up to you and say something flirtatious to you, when a man walk up to you and say something where he's challenging your manhood and things like that, trust me, I don't care how savage it may seem. When you dealing with a man, you can set a man off if you in his face and you saying things that are not. I'm not talking about somebody just saying anything. I'm talking about there are certain things, like I can't walk up to a man walking down the street with his wife, Anton, and say, man, your bitch thick. I'll be like, wait a minute. Of course, by me being older, the last thing I want is drama in the streets. But what I'm saying is you can't disrespect men face to face. You can do it online because it's easy to do it online.
Nope. See, that's where we disagree.
Okay, I want to hear this.
That's where we disagree because you got to keep the same energy across the board. You can't pick and choose when you can disrespect somebody and when you can't disrespect somebody, and then pick and choose when you're going to react to somebody disrespecting you. You wrong, bro. You wrong as two left shoes. You're wrong, bro. I fuck with you. I fuck with you because you are one of the most disrespectful, and stand on that shit.
But I want to understand what you're saying, Anton. You missed me when you say you can't disrespect people with what? Make sure you explain that to me.
You got to keep the same energy across the board, bro.
I don't understand.
You can't say I'm going to disrespect you online, but then you can't do nothing in person.
Well, trust me.
That's not. No,
I'm
you
not
can't
saying,
do that.
I'm not saying what you're wrong about. But listen, talking to somebody in person is different than talking to somebody online. And if I'm so disrespectful, what do I do to be disrespectful online? Because you said I'm disrespectful online. I would like to know.
You said out of your own mouth that you will be disrespectful online.
Did
it ain't even. Yes,
did
you
I say
did.
that?
You
Did
just
I say I'm
said that.
disrespectful online?
You said you can disrespect. It's different if you disrespect somebody online versus doing it in real life.
No, I didn't say what I would do.
How
Anton.
is it different,
I said if somebody in the chat room is saying something disrespectful about me, I don't hold that against them because they're
What
typing.
about when you talking about real people?
What do you mean?
If you comment on somebody and you give your opinion on real people.
I don't want to go back and forth. I'm trying to make sure you understand what I'm saying. Do you hear me when I
understand
say
what you're saying.
Whatever I say online, giving an opinion of something is different than if I am.
About an opinion. I said disrespectful. How can you determine whether or not somebody feels disrespected?
Well, feelings is one thing, man.
You felt some type of way?
Yeah, because ain't nobody finna stand in front of my face and talk to me like they on my level when it comes to homosexuality. Like that'll start a war. That'll start a war.
We can agree to disagree. I think you're wrong, bro. I personally, I'm telling you directly, you're hypocritical.
Okay, well, you can say that. I don't think I'm gonna win that argument with you now. But what I am saying to you, and
he's kind of, and this is the part where you kind of will see Anton de-escalating, because after he called out Corey, even engaging with him in a fight, he's de-escalating. So he's complimenting the de-escalating by de-escalating, but he also making him be accountable to the psychosis of when he feels offended or not. You know what I mean? So he's making him kind of analyze his own character. For some reason, I guess that's was one of the goals of Anton on this podcast, was to make him be more accountable for where his character is.
Time is when you are talking to men face to face. Trust me when I tell you this, man. It's different than online. Face to face. I'm the
same person in real life as I am online. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. Right? Anybody, listen, I go city to city. I'm not an online nigga, bro. Like, I create content online, but I really am out in every single city. I done visited almost every single state. I have real meetups in real life. I shake hands. I kick it with people in real life, and I go out there and kick it with the people. I'm not different online than I am in real life. People may think that because they may have never met me in real life, but I keep the same energy. I reciprocate. Or I'm willing to walk away unless it goes up. If it's gonna go up, then it's just gonna go up and we just gonna figure it out from there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up.
See, I'm not
gonna talk about you online. Hold on. I'm not gonna talk about you online. And then when I see you in real life, I'm gonna be like, man, you know I'm just playing. I'm not that type of nigga.
Yeah, but
either I fuck with you or I don't.
But see, that's just one scenario, Anton. What I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying it to offset what you just said. I'm trying to talk to you now.
And I'm not a tough guy either.
I'm not either.
I'm not a tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy. I don't even want to perpetrate like I'm a tough guy. But what I'm saying is, when men stand between each other, there is energy that is being transferred. And trust me, when men disrespect each other face to face, motherfuckers can die.
I agree.
That's why
absolutely.
When I'm talking to a man, especially face to face, I try to make sure I don't go over the line. And if I ever go over the line, I can apologize.
Is what I'm saying. I understand.
So funny because he's so offended, and he's like talking about the path and the crossing the lines were men and blah 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 blah. Dude, you told him, hey, you like, because you thought he was not like gonna, like he was avoiding not talking about white men, and you're like, man, don't act like, don't do that shit to me, don't dodge around stuff, don't act like, I forgot what he said, but he where we at? I want to remember where we at. I just want to go back for a second because I want to not say something and be inaccurate to what he said. So we have 4:30, 43. I know where we left off at. I just want to go to where he was telling him that that's when I lose respect for you.
Now, we haven't rose up and did what needs to be done.
Joining in on the core.
No, I think you're doing what's easy.
No. I'm doing what's real.
I think you don't want to go against them because if you go against them, it'll be some video of you going against them. And when I say them, I'm talking about your boss.
I don't have a boss.
We say that. We say that, but here's the truth.
I don't have a boss.
It's a reason you go after black males or black people quicker than you will go after white males. What are white males responsible for in this country as the downfall of it?
I'm an equal accountability smoke giver. I talk about everybody.
I'm just saying, I ain't heard you talk about white men since you've been up here.
You ain't been listening. You ain't been listening.
I've been listening to you.
No, you haven't.
I hear you taking
you don't have the capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized, that's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's.
Have you said anything about Caucasian male? He said absolutely, and he could go to a longer thing, like saying something about Caucasian males to the premise that you want. It's in your head. That's what you want to talk about and what you think is going on. It ain't what he's thinking about going on.
Hold on, because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
That's why I lose respect for you. That's a diss, man. That's disrespectful, and that's a dominating, and like you some authority, motherfucker. You not. That goes up. That can go left. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wanted you guys to see.
Capacity to be able to listen because you're too busy.
No. You got me wrong.
You too busy.
My capacity that you just criticized.
And what he means by it, you don't have the capacity to listen because you're too busy. What he means by that is you jumping around so much, you doing so much, you thinking of so much stuff that you wanna kind of lock me in, or a perception or something that you want, a quote or a actual phrasing that you want to clip me on or something. You so fixated on whatever mission that you have that you came here today to do that you're too busy. You get too caught up in what's going on right now to what you had planned, and it's not working out for you. That's why you say you're too busy.
That's an opinion. Here's the fact. Have you said something about Caucasian males and how they destroy this nation? Well, what did I miss?
Let's slow down because you talking loud, but you're not saying a lot.
No, you talking loud, and you still talking around. What did the Caucasian male do to America to bring it down?
I'm not getting into that.
You dancing around it. And that's why I lose respect for you when you start dancing and kissing Caucasian males' ass.
But I don't.
Don't do that in front of me because
I can lose respect for you. And don't do that in front of me because, like, what, you gonna beat me up? What is that? That's why they're in the situation they're in now.
I think I personally, I'm telling you directly, you're hypocritical.
Okay, well, you can say that. I don't think I'm gonna win that argument with you now. But what I am saying to you, Anton, is when you are talking to men face to face, trust me when I tell you this, man, it's different than online. Face to face.
I'm the same person in real life as I am online. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. Right? Anybody, listen, I go city to city. I'm not an online nigga, bro. Like, I create content online, but I really am out in every single city. I done visited almost every single state. I have real meetups in real life. I shake hands. I kick it with people in real life, and I go out there and kick it with the people. I'm not different online than I am in real life. People may think that because they may have never met me in real life, but I keep the same energy. I reciprocate. Or I'm willing to walk away unless it goes up. If it's gonna go up, then it's just gonna go up and we just gonna figure it out from there. But the fact of the matter is, I don't switch up.
See, I'm not
gonna talk about you online. Hold on. I'm not gonna talk about you online. And then when I see you in real life, I'm gonna be like, man, you know I'm just playing. I'm not that type of nigga.
Yeah, but
either I fuck with you or I don't.
But see, that's just one scenario, Anton. What I'm saying to you is this. This is what I'm saying to you. I ain't saying it to offset what you.
He think that what he's got going on in his head is so dangerous and crazy, and like, hey man, you talking to a guy that I'll murder you. I'll murder you. And Anton may have in his head like, no, you can go and get completely wiped out if I feel this is that situation. And that's he don't understand that he's talking to Huff and Puff and all. Hey man, you dealing with me, man. You got to know how to talk, cause I can hurt you, man. I can hurt you. And Anton is like, when I feel that you trying to come at me with that kind of danger, I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm gonna do it. Anton may not say it, he will. Doesn't mean that both parties is not gonna come at it. Somebody's going to be preservative, like self-preserving to the situation. And somebody's going to feel like, yeah, you're a danger. You're a problem. It's like, I always tell people, man, one of the greatest songs ever written about danger was Notorious B.I.G. song called What's Beef. That's real. You know, if somebody bringing drama to you, if somebody really about to bring danger to your life and disruption to your life and danger, you don't go to sleep. You don't go home and eat. You don't try to say, okay, is it really dangerous, or am I gonna watch my back? No, you got to go find that person in the situation that it is, and you got to end it. You deal with the consequences later. You gotta destroy the threat. That's beef. One of them knows it.
Just say it. I'm trying to talk to you now.
And I'm not a tough guy either.
I'm not either.
I'm not a tough guy.
I'm not a tough guy. I don't even want to perpetrate like I'm a tough guy. But what I'm saying is, when men stand between each other, there is energy that is being transferred. And trust me, when men disrespect each other face to face, motherfuckers can die.
I agree.
That's why when I'm talking to a man, especially face to face, I try to make sure I don't go over the line. And if I ever go over the line, I can apologize.
Is what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Right.
Why is it only face to face? That's where we disagree at.
Well, anything I said, I will say in the face of a man that I said it about.
All right, well, that's cool.
I don't go there to try to. I don't have to shock jock, even though that's something that people say easily. Oh, he's shock jocking. No. Anything I've said about anybody, I will say right to them if they standing in front of me. And I would like for somebody to research the internet on things I've said and show me that I wouldn't say something to somebody if they were standing there. The only thing I said I wouldn't say to somebody if they were standing there, because I saw Charles Barkley in the airport one day. And I realized how big he was when I saw him in the airport. Now, I've said things about Charles Barkley. If he was standing in front of me and he said, say that shit now, I'll be like, we black, man. Come on, let's calm down. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only one.
You know what the problem with this show today is? We got to do a part 2. Because we ain't talked about none of the shit that we supposed to talk about.
That's why, because we can't say dick sucking in front of each other, brother.
Well, I know that now, right? I get it.
And I appreciate you for giving me that, because that's the, I forget I'm still Corey, because I don't live a life of getting into it with people. I really don't.
No, Corey, you pick on people that you think ain't gonna respond to you.
Now, give me an example.
Corey, you pick your targets based off of what you think they ain't gonna do. And that's why you feel comfortable saying some of the wild shit that you say online.
But I asked you this, and I'm gonna ask you again.
I'm not gonna say
Give
no
me
names.
an example.
No, I'm not gonna say no names.
You can't give an example.
No, I can.
Will
But
you please give
because
me an
because I don't
example?
want to implement nobody into this that that'll be bad. That's not a good thing.
Well, do you understand by you saying that?
I like to speak
By
from my
you
own
saying
perspective.
that, it sounds like babble.
But you know it's not babble. It's real, and you know it's real. That's why you laughing.
I'm laughing at you because you didn't. I had to ask you twice so far.
You pick your
said I
targets
pick on people
carefully.
and I said, give me an example.
You pick your targets carefully, very carefully.
So you can't give me an example?
Because
that's the third time.
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Okay.
You tiptoed around Dave Chappelle.
You talking about the last time I said something about him?
You tiptoed around Dave.
I'll give you that.
You tiptoed like a ballerina.
But
Wow.
now I'm gonna give you that.
No.
But what did I
you
tiptoe about?
You would not have did that shit on a regular motherfucker. You know that Dave Chappelle's last Netflix special was not it.
And I tiptoed around it.
And you tiptoed around it
I
because
did.
you didn't want.
I did.
You didn't want the smoke.
I did.
Overall. And so you pick and choose your targets carefully.
You see, I didn't want the smoke.
No, because you didn't want you didn't want the backlash.
Okay, but look, let me say this. Because you brought it up. I did tiptoe around how I really feel with the last special. Because I'm not gonna lie. It's everything that I said the time before when I spoke about him. Hot trash. No jokes. In the future, when people watch it, that don't know him like we know him now in this culture, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? I'll give you that. I did tiptoe around his special. And you know what? I can live with that. I can live with that. But what else? I ain't trying to think of nothing else.
No, he got you though. He gave you a good thing. You tiptoe around it, and that's you don't even like. It's like, what is he gonna do to you? Hurt your career if you criticize his stand up and it was whack? I gotta watch it, because I don't. There's a lot of stuff. He looked like he's like one of these. He's like these radical white liberal women out there. That's what I heard it was. It was a radical liberal woman tirade that Dave Chappelle did on that show. So I'll take it out. Maybe I could do a review on it.
But I'm saying, I think that was kind of.
And
you found a way to bring that nigga into it.
I love you, Darlene. I love Craig. But they will not call you out on your bullshit and challenge you.
Now you trying to turn.
No. You asked me for the feedback. I didn't volunteer it. You forced me. I said, you know what? I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Then you said, okay, well, Anton, go ahead and keep on naming names and let's get to it. Okay, well, let's get to it then if that's what you want to do.
Well, how about this? Let me. Can I respond
because
to that?
Darlene is real chill and she not gonna cause no friction. And Craig is happy to be here.
Okay, so can I say something about that?
But see,
I don't cut me off.
I don't give a fuck because I'm rich too, so I'm cool. I got my own movement. I got my own motion, so I can tell you the truth. And I think that you also surround yourself with people that will not challenge you because you big dog to them. Okay. You big bro.
Okay, so let me say this since you brought up Darlene and Craig. Let me say this. You don't know our relationship. But
I know what
I'm doing more teaching. I'm doing more teaching on some real street level shit than I thought I would have had to do. But listen to me, Anton. You don't know me and her relationship?
I'm listening.
Maybe the reason you don't get the results you want from her is because there's a certain level of respect that comes from me and her relationship. That's what I'm saying. You don't know, brother.
And that's what I was saying in the beginning of the episode, that I tracked them. I went through his catalog and everything. Corey Holcomb's and him and her together on panels, like they do on an everyday basis, go all the way back to like 10, 15 years ago. It really is. It's very impressive.
I'm not talking about
you speaking on her.
I'm not talking about you talking about her. I'm talking about when there's certain subjects that come up on your show.
We done argued on the air a million times.
Man, come on, bro.
I'm just saying.
Corey, sometimes you be on bullshit. Nobody call you out on it.
Now I'm trying to teach you, but I don't think you catching it.
Okay, I'm observe.
You don't know my relationship with this woman. You don't know. So when you see it online and speak on what you see online, you can't really speak from factual things that are happening in the world, Anton.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, and with Craig, I don't know why motherfuckers say Craig don't have a backbone around me. Because one thing I say that Craig beat most motherfuckers' ass I know. I see motherfuckers don't be fighting Craig. I see motherfuckers don't run up on him with that bullshit quick. The motherfuckers who I seen ran up on Craig way bigger than Craig. So the obvious needs to be said, because I believe that there's a lot of people who don't know the obvious, and I can't teach you that in an episode. But I'm saying, like, if you ever see me around any woman, Anton.
Yeah, this is interesting. Because one thing you get from this whole situation is that they are, I won't even say polar opposites. I will say that they're just not, there's no purpose there for them to be in unification or them to be in collaboration with each other. It just seems like whatever was going on the phone, that they found out that they just don't really, they don't mesh well. It played out for real here, but they actually had a actual conversation on the phone where it actually communicated itself. It actually, whatever was going on, whatever was said, whatever conversation was said, or answers to stuff that was said on the phone, what the vibe of their relationship was clearly communicated, and they still came into contact with each other, and it played out still, and they just don't mesh, and it's nothing for them to like really do ever with each other, because it's just they worlds is not meant to collaborate.
If you see me around any woman, trust me, dues been paid, homie. And I can't say it no other way better than that. Dues been paid. That might not be something you will catch. I'm saying this for the streets. Dues been paid, homie. Trust me, man. Trust me. I don't be around just anybody.
Yeah, she been there for a long time.
Any type of woman just come with me and be connected.
I wonder, when Anton did his research on Corey, did he see that they podcast go back like 2014? It goes back really far back, and that they got it with him go that far back with them doing panels together. We're doing the podcast, the 5150 show. It goes back all the way to 2014. Probably beyond that, but I know for sure it's 2014. So it's interesting.
To me in no way. I don't like that. If you around me, it's a reason you around me. And I'm saying, like, I don't know if I could graduate you to that next level of the conversation. And it ain't no disrespect to you. But I'm saying, like, you see somebody around me, I ain't just got anybody around me. Dues been paid, homie. That's what I'm saying. And I ain't saying that tough either. I'm just trying to say it in a way where I hope you can understand. Yeah. Okay. So anybody around me, dues been paid. I don't let anybody around me. If you around me and dues ain't been paid, I'm trying to get away from you because I don't know you. And ain't no dues been paid, so I don't know you. I don't know you.
And we spoke right
Got
before
a
the show.
question for
Anton,
Anton.
so.
Anton.
What happened?
No, I'm not talking about.
No, I understand.
You
I
get
did.
me?
I
Okay.
got that.
All right.
I got that. But in my case too, whenever I choose to speak up or challenge him on anything or tell him, look, I don't agree with that or what have you, I won't keep delving into it because I don't see the point, because I know at a certain point with men like you at your age, there's not going to be any change. So why? I don't even bother with it. I just, I might say, I don't like that. I don't agree with that. And then if they want to continue, I'm not for it.
I'm with you.
That's it. I just don't like, I don't do that. I got way more important fish to fry in that. And I thought, I'm not going to change this man's mind on stuff, so I just don't even bother. That's it.
But another thing about the ladies, since we talking about this, see, whenever I see a woman with a man, most of the time, if it ain't your wife, I already say to myself, What is this fuck shit? Why is this motherfucker in the streets with you? That's how I feel about life. So I'm saying, like, that might be a prejudice that I have. I can admit, if a woman is in the streets with a man, fuck is this?
Why? Why do you care about that? Why is that meaningful to you?
No, it's not that I care at all, because it's not my business. But I'm saying, like, if a man stepped to me with a woman and it ain't his wife, all I do is say to myself,
you mean like checking you?
Not checking me, brother. I'm saying, like, if a man has a woman with him,
okay,
and you know what I'm saying, it's not his wife, I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't want nothing to do with it. That's all across the board as I've gotten older and wiser. Like, if a man got a woman with him and he say, hey, hold on, man, how you doing? This is my lady, so-and-so, so-and-so. It makes me say, okay, this is his lady. That's what that is. But I'm saying, like, if a man is in the streets with a woman, sitting next to a woman, and all like this, whatever, and this bitch ain't been explained, I'm like, hold on. What the fuck is this sucker shit? Especially if it's imposed in any way. That's what I'm saying, G. And I know you know what I'm talking about, because you ain't finna act like you ain't smart. You smart than a motherfucker.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if somebody introduces you, if somebody took the time,
I don't know what he's talking about.
If somebody actually walks in and takes the time to introduce you to somebody, that's being imposed. I'm like, uh-oh.
There's people in the chat say, what is Corey talking about? All the uninitiated don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm like, uninitiated. Don't introduce me to, especially if I know that person.
That's how I believe that.
This is what I know. This is what I am. I admit that I am a C student.
In what?
In life and everything.
Okay.
In school and everything. I'm a C student. So the way I like to do it is, I like for people to break it down to me like a C student. Help me to understand like I'm barely graduating. Break it down to me like a little child. The way that you would talk to a child, talk to me.
Right.
That's why I like to do it. And it's easier for me to digest it.
I like that you said that, but see, I'm at a stage of the game. I ain't got time to talk to kids.
Why not?
I don't got time to talk to kids. My kids grown, and I'm saying, like, if they asked me to go to a school and speak to the children, I would tell the children to do what's right, because I know that's what they're supposed to do. I'll be like, listen, do what's right.
Now, I got a little bit backstage, or not backstage, but I kind of bird's eye view this stuff, and he's talking about in the second part, I'll go to a little bit more detail on this when we kind of see Anton's response to this interaction that they have. I'm just playing it all the way out until they have the interaction, to concludes and everything. But there's a specific woman that they're talking about.
Whenever you get that feeling like you're doing something wrong, then, step back and do what's right. That's what I would tell kids. That way I would be able to speak from the heart.
So you're one of those, do what I say, not what I do?
No. I said do what's right.
Let me tell you what my translation of that is. This is my translation of that. I don't want to substantiate my argument, or I don't want to break it down to where you'll actually understand it, because you may be able to break down what it is that I'm saying. So I choose to only speak in riddles, and I also want to speak in parables, because then I could say, well, if you don't know, you don't know, you don't get it. Now, I might get it. I might know exactly what you're talking about, but I might act like I don't know what you're talking about because I want you to substantiate your argument. So that's what I stand on. But that's why I say break it down to me like a C student, so that I can truly understand exactly what you're talking about, so that we all can understand it, because we all may need to learn something.
Right. So
that's
look, what you said,
they teach, right?
You said you go, but what you said in there, that was a key word. You act like you don't know. And I know you act like you don't know, brother.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just said it. Believe me, you said it.
Why is Phil laughing?
Phil's silly. He's silly. Really trying to, look, it was an intense moment in here, Anton, and we trying to make it where it is professional. We trying to make it where it ain't what everybody said might be, or whatever the fuck. because I ain't with all that. I ain't got to go to war with no man who visited our show and probably didn't understand one thing, how I was thinking, and I probably didn't understand one thing, how he was thinking.
Corey not gonna have me back on the show, y'all.
You funny, man. You
not gonna have
funny.
me back on the show.
If I wasn't gonna have you back on the show, I wouldn't have shook your hand. I hope you believe that. When I caught myself, I was like,
you know what I'm doing
this
right
man
now,
don't know that
Phil?
he
I'm putting
did
pressure on him to get me back on the show.
But it ain't working
by saying that he not going, because
it ain't gonna work like that. But I'm saying
Corey don't like this, dog. He don't.
Yeah, he's trying to ease it up, but this is another situation where Corey is kind of in his like, I'm a man and don't disrespect a man like that. You gotta understand that. And Anton is kind of talking about like him. I don't know if he really meant that he wasn't going to invite him on the show or not, but he's kind of in a jokey situation right now, and
like this.
What? I think it's
what Corey don't
listen,
like? Why you talking to that man over there?
Because I got to talk to Phil. I'm talking to Corey through Phil. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Here's the thing.
Them the games where niggas get into fights. I'm telling you, this is how it jump off. Go ahead.
Corey not going.
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Like, I guess he's kind of figuring that he's kind of doing a handler type of conversation with Corey, or whoever the other guy he's talking. What did he say is the guy's name?
Don't have me back on the show because Corey is not having fun right now. This is going to be one of Corey's best shows, but he's not having fun right now. And Corey seems to be a feeler. I'm more of a results-driven guy. Corey seems to be the type of person that goes off of how he feels.
If you notice, I'm doing a lot of explaining to you about how the line can get crossed, but you doing.
See, already.
A lot of telling me what I am. I think that's homosexual behavior.
I said Corey seems to be, meaning that I'm leaving open a door to get corrected. I want him to correct me if I'm wrong, but I still want the freedom to be able to give my opinion. So you don't want me to get my
You
thoughts?
can have the freedom, brother. What I look like trying to take freedom from you?
No. I'm starting to feel some type of way, bro, because why is everything homosexual to you?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, if
When did the conversation turn into homosexuality again?
Okay, I'm gonna let you land. Because I don't want to talk over you.
I'm trying to understand it. Why is everything gay?
I can explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
Maybe look, I'm not saying that you gay, but what I'm saying is if you looking at another man and you say you talking to me through another man, if I'm a man, I'm gonna say, well, I'm right here.
Yeah, but you're not getting it.
You still talk about me. Homie, this is a gay conversation.
It's not.
When you talking to men who play in riddles and stuff like that, I'm telling you.
You the one that's talking in riddles.
You ain't never been to jail, have you?
Hell no, I ain't never been to jail.
I could tell.
You been
I could tell.
You been to jail?
Nope.
So what the fuck that mean then?
I'm just saying, like, if you went to jail, they would have to start you over from scratch.
What would they do to you?
The people who
You would be the tough one.
No. Just let me land with this. The people
I don't
who
think from a jail perspective, nigga. I'm not a jailbird. I'm never going to jail.
I see.
The fuck is we
well,
talking
you can't
about?
say what you'll never do, but I'm saying
never going to jail, bro.
Well, okay.
I don't even have that in, dog. I don't even like that type of energy.
I'm just trying to make a point. Anton. What I'm saying is, I have been around enough people who have been institutionalized where I know how to carry myself around men who not finna play with you. That's all I'm saying. I don't
hang around niggas that been to jail, so I saw for it that way. The way you saw for it is a little bit different than the way I saw for it.
Okay.
So I choose not to hang around niggas that's been institutionalized, that had to carry themselves a certain way because they made a decision that they wasn't supposed to make.
And you know, it shows that you've been around people that ain't seen the other side of the game. Because some of the smartest men I know they've been to college and gave that time up. And it was actually a learning process for them. But they still got to stand 10 toes down when they out here, Anton. I don't believe that you tried to disrespect me now that I've been talking to you. I don't believe that. I believe that you are the way you are. I am the way I am. And it can clash if people are not educated on how to be around each other, because men can go to war over misunderstandings.
He's throwing an intellectual shot right now.
What am I doing?
So without saying it, he's basically saying, oh, you from a different space, so you don't get the way that we move over here.
Over here or anywhere in the United States of America, and that's not a black thing. I'm talking about Caucasians, Hispanics, and Asians understand the respect level men must have when they're in front of each other, because it can trigger war.
Like, every man knows that. I think every man knows that. I don't think it's no man knows that he's at any given time he would have to dominate the situation to life and death at any given moment. I think every man knows that. Then the ones that don't know that, they nowhere near the situation where they gotta have to know it. They accidentally fall in it, and they're gonna be the victim because it's just not the environment.
Or that's all I'm saying to you.
I understand everything that happens when it happens. I'm a chess player. That's what I've been playing my entire life. Okay. Maybe you walked into something that you wasn't expecting. Maybe I knew what you was gonna do before you did it.
Maybe. But I tell you what, that's a dangerous game to play, especially if you got a life that you live in. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of people in the cemetery that didn't know it was gonna happen like that fast. That's why out here, I try to walk under the code. There's a code out here.
No, you don't. And that's why I said
you say I don't walk under the code?
No, you're hypocritical. I told you that to your face.
The whole world a hypocrite, but what are you talking about?
No, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite.
They probably cut something since the last time I watched it, because it fade out and fade back in. They must have cut something. I wonder what that was.
I believe you. When it comes to specifically you moving by a code.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Because you think that you can say what you want to say when you want to say it, and that people are supposed to respect the way that you move, but I don't think that you move the way that you're supposed to anyway.
I want this thing to be studied, because here's the truth. Brother Anton is talking about everybody else but himself and white men. This is a fact.
I like this chat. Let me tell y'all why I like the chat.
Everything but himself and white men.
No, listen, I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it. Or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out to the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to the chat.
Shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Yeah, you shitted on black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me, because I feel like you're talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm telling you.
Be careful.
I'm telling you.
You shitted on me to my face, but that shit will lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
trust?
Yeah, see, This is a display of what was done before. N is about to go back on again. So let's watch it again. Let's watch that. I want to just back it up just a little bit because it's almost like a replay in a different scenario of what happened the first time.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
the tough talk? I got security, you got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't got
shit.
security.
Will we please stop the y'all?
He's
why I
talking
like
about
the chat.
everything but himself and white men.
No, listen. I told you I want to come back and have a full conversation about it, or we can talk about it right now. I ain't got nothing better to do.
Study this episode.
Shout out
he
to
ain't
the
shit on Caucasian males.
Shout out to
and
the
he
chat.
ain't shit on
I'm
himself.
not gonna shit on nobody.
Now,
Shout
you
out to
shitted
the
on
chat.
black people. You shitted on motherfuckers.
I feel like I shitted on you. To your face. To your face.
Be careful shitting on me because I feel like you talking shit again.
I'm not talking shit. I'm
well,
telling
be
you.
Careful.
I'm telling you.
You
that,
shitted on me to my face, but that shit will
Corey,
lead to some danger.
Will we please stop the
Trust me.
The tough talk? I got security, you got security. Ain't
Homie,
nobody
I
doing
ain't
shit.
got security. Them my people.
Cool. Them your
You
security
gotta
people.
hire a motherfucker to be with you.
Absolutely. I'm always gonna hire somebody to
You better.
100%.
How you be talking?
Corey, stop talking tough. Stop talking
Homie,
tough.
you
just said that
I'm
you're
not
even
talking tough. I'm talking to you straight up.
Why are you so
You
easily
said you
triggered?
disrespected me in my face. And then you act like it was all
You said that I
good.
disrespected you to your face. So I'm confirming what you said. You felt disrespected. So I am telling you that I disrespected you if that's the way you felt. Is that not what you said? You said that out of your mouth. And so I apologized when you said that you felt disrespected.
No. The reason you said you
But you still
disrespected me
triggered
in
by
my
it
face
because you don't accept the apology because
you
you
still talk
feel
about
some type of
everybody
way.
else except yourself and white men.
I'm telling you what I said. You felt offended by it, so I apologize. All I'm doing is rehashing a conversation that happened. Why you so easily offended?
You still talk about me? It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
so you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man.
You
just gone,
bro.
man.
You
just gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical.
bitch ass the Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on. And walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to, cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am.
Yeah.
Stand on it. Fuck a friend, bodyguard, and your bitch, nigga. Stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to, cake ass nigga. And go get you a bodyguard, because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend.
Wait, what's this?
See, and I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna continue it on the second part, and it's gonna be what I bring in Anton to respond to what happened on this one, okay? But give me a second. Let me get rid of this commercial.
Now who the next motherfucker to come up here? What up?
There's a new word in the dictionary called rape.
It sounds like I'm arguing
because I'm right. See,
I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time. Be gone.
No.
That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down.
You're
you proved the point.
You're hypocritical.
Homie, just gone, man.
You hypocritical,
just gone,
bro.
man.
You
Just gone.
hypocrite. I'm out the jet.
You done did this before.
He's
Get your
hypocritical.
bitch ass the Hey, homie.
All right, I'm out.
Get your bitch ass the fuck on and walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Cake ass nigga.
Wow,
and go get you a bodyguard, because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door.
I got shit to do, and I ain't about to follow that nigga out the door. Meaning that he has in mind to take care of his platform and not mess up his platform. But he also have in mind that he don't want to fight this guy because he don't know what the end results is. I think at a certain point with them yelling in each other's face or looking in each other's eyes, he kind of felt like, man, this guy, he probably could take a punch more than I think he could take a punch. And he backed off. So now it's like, I need you to help me geek myself up to fight you. Almost like that. So now he's even admitting right now, Corey, and I'm just saying it to you, Corey, you're admitting it right now that you're thinking about business and you don't got time to leave out of there, and you got bigger things to do. You got shows to do. You got to fly out and all that stuff. You ain't got time to go out the door to really physically and mentally handle this like duels. Like two men dueling each other. You feel like just let it go and let it proceed on and just let whatever happens. But look what the internet did. There's a lot of people doing the reaction videos to this video. You get what I'm saying? And what happened between you two and stuff. So I say this, and I'll say this, and I'll close up with it. Men are dangerous to each other. Worse than that, black men are dangerous to each other. You get what I'm saying? I don't think we care about each other's future, we're like an extinct animal in the whole country. I mean, the whole world. There's only 47 million black men, meaning that we're mixed with different heritage from slavery. And we're like the true natives of America. When the independence, when the Declaration of Independence was signed and this officially became America, the true natives of that society was the black Americans, because we were populated on the land. You know what I mean? Not saying that the native Indian was certain tribes that they were and whatever they called the land previously before the colonialists came over and conquered it. And whoever, if it's certain people that were part of this land before the native Indians came over, then they were the natives of that land. We don't know. We would have to go so far back to say who was the genetically first owners of the land, you know what I mean? Because they were here before. So look, it's just everybody conquers every region. Everybody migrated from Africa. That's the original home of the Homo sapien. Once we went to everywhere else, we were adapting someone or something, some other land. It was not, our homeland was Africa. Everybody, Asians, Indians, Hispanics, Middle Eastern, whites, black, Caucasians, whatever you want to, Africans, whatever you want to call. Everybody comes from Africa. Okay, the migration and genetic mutations and stuff gave us our race and different ethnic heritage looks. I shouldn't have to say this, but you know this to be true if you go do some work. Okay, but these are two. The crazy part about it is these are the two fashions of black men that are in our society. You have the entrepreneur and the financially astute black men like Anton Daniels coming from the corporate world and the tech world, and and doing business and real estate and all that stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure Corey does the same real estate and got a good portfolio for how his money moves and stock and all that stuff too. But he's a representation of the edge and the griminess of black men. And these two people clash, and you see they can't even lift each other up. It's just like destruction. You get what I'm saying? But I already kind of gave you my rundown on how I think about this conversation. I'll start it. I'll go back to Corey's rant for the rest of this thing, but I also want to do the second part. Do one on Anton Daniels and his response to this situation. But let me play this for a little bit, and we'll wrap this up.
I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend. Now, who the next motherfucker to come up here? What up?
So there's a new word in the dictionary called rage bait, right? So that's what you just witnessed. So
rage bait. Let me tell you something.
It's a new word.
That ain't no new word.
Okay, bet. It's
Let me
old
tell you
behavior,
something.
new word.
Where I'm from, if a nigga say something about sucking dick, nigga, it's on.
And he knows
I don't
that.
know nothing about no niggas saying nothing to no nigga where niggas talk about suck dick and niggas be ready to swing.
And he knows that.
But he didn't say that dick sucking shit again. Get your fat ass out of here, nigga.
There's just certain words
That's
you
a
just don't
hate.
use.
In here with this bitch that he know ain't his wife and motherfucker trying to get the bitch on the show. Bitch, nigga, you ain't got it like that, nigga. Get your cake ass out of here, nigga. Like I'm finna be upset. This is what I wanted to talk about today, mainly. We have a situation in America going on.
Yeah, so we're gonna end it right there, okay? And it's just that hip hop culture and Anton's, he's big into all that stuff too. So it's almost like it was a perfect clash that they had with each other and stuff, because they kind of, you know, like resemble the same era. And
So how would you purify water?
I'm sorry about the commercial. Let me just get through this real quick. I was trying to just pause it real quick. You know. So look, I'm gonna wrap this up. My name is Daris D. McKinney. This is a wild situation. I see why people was kind of clipping it and everything like that. I kind of walked you guys through a lot of the behavior stuff and my individual perspective of what's happened in this conversation. But I'm gonna go deeper dive in it on the second part, and we're gonna kind of see the aftermath communication from Anton, what happened, and then we'll put it in the tank. So it's pretty late. Went over 3 hours. I'm sorry. But look, guys, my name is Daris D. McKinney. This is Individual Perspective Podcast. Please hit your like, subscribe, and follow. In addition, the Individual Perspective Podcast at gmail.com link. I would like for you guys to give me, if you want to be on a panel, please give me your email so I can be able to send you a link and contact you on that. Individual Perspective Podcast at gmail.com. Please hit the like, subscribe, and follow. If you can contribute, there's links at the bottom. Please do that. We're trying to make this thing grow real quick and real fast. Thank you guys for your time. This is awesome. Awesome sauce. Let's see how that looks. Something's going on down there. Look, I'm gonna see if something's looking crazy on my my titles. Why is it looking like that? I guess that's the way it is. Look, I got two titles on there or something. Wonder what that's about. But it looks like it's off. Everything's off. Maybe it's my eyes. I'm sorry. Under my host, it looked like it's another label that's right under that. I wonder what the hell that is, because that don't look right. Give me 1 second. I need to do this on my own time, right? I know. Okay, guys, I'm wrapping this up. Thank you. Individual Perspective Podcast. My name is Daris D. McKinney. I'll see you guys on the next one. And look, this was contentious. I see why people's like doing a lot of commentary on this, because this is pretty brutal. They really went at each other, and and I do see the situation to why Anton's the way he is, and I got to study Corey a little bit, and I was surprised to see that he went all the way back to 2014, because that means that he got legs to his situation and his philosophy and his persona. So we'll get into it. We'll dig into it a lot on the second part. I'll see you guys soon. Check you out.